Shit. Yay for Steam, it's updating, yo. Oh, well, it's doing that and do something else now. Yes, allow. And then allow that. Yes, allow.
Stream Elements says, Scorpwana is now live. Streaming Star Trek Online, AUG, December 1st, 2022.
Yes, Steam, you can have permission. Gosh, okay. File save. I wonder if that works. And updating Star Trek Online. Hello, just call you core. Same old boy, same sweet girl. 5 years down the road.
Just Call Makor says, always knowing when I am here even though I didn't announce my existence.
I know, right? It's always just a guess. Because playing that sound, even though I don't have Discord opened up and I haven't even looked on the sound alerts thing. I know you put a Discord sound there because of talking about that the thing before the Windows alerts. Because I don't have my alerts turned on for Discord. I have everything off when I have it on, so I'd never hear it. I never see the little red dot that says there's a new message. Nothing. I have all alerts turned off on that program. But it's a funny thing, though. I think it's hilarious. I mean, of the PC users that watch Twitch, they'll hear that sound and they'll think, "Oh, I have a message." You know, I don't know if it does it on the phones though. And it doesn't even like show you're online either, like in any of my lists. It's so crazy. Like the Streamlabs chatbot doesn't show anybody different. It shows all the bots and shit that are always loaded up, but it never shows like people. I mean, even in like Streamlabs desktop, I can click on like who's here. It doesn't show your name. It may later, but it won't now. So I never know who's on where and what and all that stuff. Let's see if this works. I guess not. Okay. It's always trial and error. Local variable play. Yep. Okay, so what did I misspell? Let's see. Streamlabs sounds. Tim Allen. Correct. And grunt. I have grunt there.
Live long and suck it! Indeed.
Hello there. Riz, what's going on, man? Alright, let's see if it works now. Nope. Alright, what did I do wrong? Let's see.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello, motherfucker. How are you doing? Alright.
Romeo India Zulu says,
Tim Allen.
Happy early stream Thursday.
Early stream Thursday. It's not that much early. But yes, it is at the same time, isn't it? Okay, now it should work because I've had it spelled something wrong. I put MP3 at the end of the directory name. Grunt. Okay, that's one grunt. I have to go through so many. And attempted to work on my headset. That's why I'm later than I wanted to be. But it's in my Switch. The one that adjusts the volume and mute and all that crap. If it's turned a certain way, I guess it's kinked in there and some wires are touching or some shit. It's a piece of shit. Anyway. I mean, I could tear it apart, I guess. I mean, and rewire that too. Anywho, how is everyone doing this evening? I've got the indigestion for no damn reason. It's mostly just acid reflux indigestion. I ate some soup earlier that my mom had made, which is potatoes, carrots, and meat and juice or some shit, whatever. Then I ate some Chips Ahoy cookies.
Elmo, I want to ask you a question.
What is it, Elmo?
Would you like to drop acid with Elmo?
Maybe later, Elmo. Right now, I've got to deflor the Voth. Elmo's fire. Hey,
OXNYX053 says, has him sharing it with Dolly, his fish. And Kermit yawling no to him.
No. Hey, Ox. How you been doing, man? Worked a little bit on trying to measure out this bumper for the model car.
Romeo India Zulu says, I wasted some tokens upgrading gear. I hoped/assumed it was all platform upgrade weekend. 'Tis not.
It's not? I thought for sure. Let's see. Let me look at ours. Upgrade weekend starts December 1st at 10 a.m., so that had started today. Ends
Pale
on the
Chimera
5th.
says, I've decided to launch a brand new dating app exclusively for paleontologists. I'm going to call it Carbon Dating. Romeo India Zulu says, my Phoenix tokens were steady at 38,000 XP.
Are they now like just 30, or are they at 38? Is that like what's the standard on these? 38 400. Okay. Well, wait. Okay, that might be that's wait, I'm confused now. Cuz I wanted to say like whenever they rolled them back, weren't they just at 30? So the 8,000 more would be like the bonus? Or is it 38 is the number? Oh, damn, I've already got something. Defeat Voth Grant. Oh, endeavors. Okay. I don't know what the other endeavor was. I guess it was Tetrion damage. Let's see. Deal Tetrion damage ground and defeat Voth Ground. Yay!
OXNYX053 says, I thought it was an PC R&D weekend.
No, it's see, item upgrade weekend starts 10 o'clock a.m. December 1st, 2022, ends 12 p.m. December 5th. 3
Romeo
days, 14
India
hours.
Zulu says, no, it was 38. Down from 50. But I probably wasn't paying attention. Usually upgrade weekend isn't all platforms at same time.
Yeah, earn 100% additional technology points when applying upgrade token. Upgrade tech to all items this week. Well, that's crazy. Did it officially like say the what platforms it was for, or did Ambassador Kale or whatever communicate again? What was that thing yesterday that didn't read correctly? I forget. Damn. Oh, got that one too. Ah, fudge. I'll take fleet marks.
OXNYX053 says, just remember, less tech points, same upgrade chance per token. And as a lot of people are wanting to make epic stuff, that is sorta a good thing.
Cool.
Romeo India Zulu says, good thing they are free lol. And I didn't have a whole lot I wanted to boost. So only out some dilly.
That's not too bad. Well, did you get like a whole stack of like 40,000 dilithium version of the stack, or just one? Or just a few? I gotta say, I get a little greedy every once in a while, and if I don't have 40,000 dilithium, I will opt out for like just blowing my my wad or whatever, you know, and getting like maybe 9 or something if I can afford it. Just because like when I'm upgrading something and I want it to be epic, and I'm like, yes, I can probably get this, and then it's like, no, I'm like, son of a bitch. Well, I'm gonna keep going anyway. What the fuck ever. Cause I'm like that, and I forget all about the little booster things and stuff like that that help upload or upgrade. The fuck.
Romeo India Zulu says, 1 stack, spent 10 T9 KENS, kept 14. My keys sold overnight. Over 260 MEC woohoo.
Wow, son of a bitch, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. So Ox, how was your week, man? Did you run over any pedestrians? Man, I have to do some Christmas shopping. I don't want to do Christmas shopping. I don't know what people want for damn Christmas. How about I give them a continued existence? How's that?
Romeo India Zulu says, well, altogether 260. Keys were like 216.
Ooh. That's a good haul, though. So what are you gonna do with the with your energy credits? Since we never know what I'm gonna do with mine. Oh my god, 3 of them? 3 super mech Voth came down? Oh, is everybody here? Damn, I didn't know 3 of them would come down. Wow.
OXNYX053 says, almost. Dumbass walking along the fog Leone. In the fog, wearing black.
Wearing black? That's so stupid. So what was that, like 2 nights ago? Because it was super foggy around where I'm at.
Romeo India Zulu says, I want TL get a ship for beam overload extender trait. I want an NX just cuz. I want the crossfield refit, but that's like triple what I got.
Oh. So the NX, would you not mind any NX, like the one that's in the Lobby store, or are you trying to still like wait off or hold off on the NX and everything to get the anniversaries or the legendaries? Okay, this should be pretty soon. I made Gary invite a massive amount of people last
Romeo
night.
India Zulu says, Lobby works and I still have the epic token. But I don't want to do what you just said, get the Lobby then get the bundle and have 2.
Yeah. Yeah, man, as much as I know you hate to wait, I would wait on that
Murdoch
sale.
says, I hate Twitch commercials, sups.
Well, if I can disable them.
OXNYX053 says, on the 30 in Arkansas on Sunday overnight.
Ah, so yeah, you was around Arkansas. You got real foggy. Nice. I don't know what 30 is. Is that like Highway 30? Or Interstate 30? Or whatever it is? Yes, Murdochs, I know. If I could get rid of the commercials forever, I would. but they continue no matter what. Luckily, I don't have commercials when I'm streaming. Wouldn't that be interesting? In the middle of playing a game, just pops up on your your screen or whatever. Come on, attack it. No, not that. Damn it. Fucking swarmers. Such a waste of a perfect little ship. Yes, 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 yes. Attack, attack, attack. Uh-oh, they got ball lightning.
Murdoch says, it's not just your channel, I mean everywhere. I just hate them not only because they are commercials but because they are specific types to program young minds sort of thing.
I hate that they pop up like over the whole screen.
Troops inbound.
I remember like they had those commercials or the ads or whatever where they would do the picture-in-picture thing where you could still watch the streamer doing stuff, but the commercial was like just kind of there. But now it's like it takes over again, pops you out of the way. Why did I only get so many for that? That wasn't captured. Shit. Swarmers. I hate swarmers.
Romeo India Zulu says, I need to see how many lolonets I can sell without flooding the market. I need to spend some zen and get more account bank slots. Full of a heat I wanna sell but I never get around to it and I keep sorting it. OXNYX053 says, Interstate 30 Little Rock to Dallas. Although it might have been the 55 along the Mississippi River.
Shit.
Murdoch says, I will literally X out of the window and open a new one and Twitch is waiting for another one to stick up your ass.
Yeah. Twitch is all about sticking itself up its ass. Okay. I can capture... I'll capture this one. Man, that fog must have reached everywhere then. It's amazing. So, are the Lulonets selling really well on the market right now? Need some bank slots.
Romeo India Zulu says, 18-20M.
Per stack? Whoa. So you need some more bank slots to make
OXNYX053 says, or refresh the page due to it freezing, and I get to watch some chic multi-hand the pepperoni off a Papa John's pizza.
Papa Juan. Papa John's. You want to get
Murdoch
some more
says,
slots?
I invited the
because
_Tendo to drop by after his stream. He is a cool dude from South America. Loves to play Pokemon. I don't play those games. You know me, but he is cool so.
Pokemon. So Riz, you want to get like more slots for your bank because the winter event's coming and need somewhere to stash some ornaments?
Murdoch says, Rizzle on meh nizzle yo.
Oh, we can dump these right now. Okay, cool. The Tendo, is it like based off of Nintendo?
OXNYX053 says, L played Pokemon Yellow. On the Game Boy Advanced.
Game Boy Advanced. Murdoch
says, his name used to be Wantendo LOL, great name.
Instead of Nin. The Tendo. That's pretty cool, Tendo. If it's, you know, completely.
Murdoch says, yeah, he plays lots of those Tendo games ported for PC.
I was at a movie one time. We came out of the theater and was in the lobby area, and near the restrooms there was this Pokemon game or whatever for Game Boy, and It's just sitting there. So my
OXNYX053
friend
says,
took it.
are the odds are 1,000,000 to 1 on that, aren't they?
1,000,000 to 1. 1,000,000 to 1.
Romeo India Zulu says, I keep my ornaments and favors in my main inventory as he has the most spots. I was crossing topics and therefore understand the miscommunication. I was just thinking now that winter is gonna kick off, maybe the price for favors will jump a little.
Ooh. I might, because it's like, what,
Murdoch
6
says,
months until
haha,
again?
I told people at work my supervisor, named Wang, was doing it wrong. Boy, they were a little upset. I guess I did a no-no.
You did a no-no? Did you stick your finger in their ass? Call it macaroni? Yank my doodle. Yes, I'm spinning with conversations. You know how hard it is for me to even keep track of what I'm talking about. Ah, shit. Oh. Back, forth.
OXNYX053 says, fun fact, best thing about a kid is they farm summer/winter events a lot, like she has won 5k lolnut favors and over 1,000 of each winter thingy.
Holy shit. Does she keep getting them every single time too? Like, just keep adding to it? 'Cause that's what I'm kind of been doing myself, is not spending any of that, because I don't really want to get anything out of it. I just like playing the winter event, and from playing it, I get the ornaments, you know. I like it just when people just get together on there and, like, I don't know.
OXNYX053 says, over 1,000 of each winter thingy on 7 tunes even.
Holy shit.
Romeo India Zulu says, oh wow, I have maybe 100 to 300 of the winter stuff but like 22 stacks of summer. OXNYX053 says, no kidding.
Whoa, that is a hell of a lot. I forget where all mine are at, or who has them. I need to go
OXNYX053 says, she is already working on setting up her tunes for the winter wonderland. Romeo India Zulu says, I need me a minion lol.
And you a minion? Right? It's too bad it's like, you know, selling stuff like that's not cross-compatible. That'd be kind of cool. So, Ox, does she, like, just love playing the winter event, and that just comes with playing it? Or does she actually... Does she actually plan out, like, her whole winter thing, and here's how many of this ornament or something I want to get per whatever?
Murdoch says, WTF was that?
That was a sound played on the soundboard.
Romeo India Zulu says, not to say your kid is a minion, just that I could do with another someone farming for me. Murdoch says, yikes.
Yikes! Like. Bound to you. Wait a minute. How in the hell is that bound to me? Random TIFO complete. Okay, never mind. All right. I forgot. I took Lilu yesterday and got some of these.
OXNYX053 says, I could get her to buy out the fleet project. But she want the pets, outfits, and all the winter gear that can use.
Let's see, account bank. I need to get rid of all that shit in there. Where do all the weapons come from all of a sudden? Let's see. I need to bring the trader in because I want to look at my own bank. Welcome aboard, trader.
OXNYX053 says, I mean she about sets up every tune to be able to solo Krampus. Or the Snorg Queen. Romeo India Zulu says, I hope they drop some new cool winter stuff.
Yeah, have they not, like, talked about any of it? Like the ship and all that? Bank. Let's see. Looks like Lilu's holding, I think, last year's stuff. I got 4 stacks and 89 bales. 4 stacks, 4 stacks, 4 stacks, 4 stacks, 4 stacks. So I got 4 stacks of almost everything, plus a little bit more.
OXNYX053 says, I have one tune that might be able to solo them. And 2 that could hold their own. Romeo India Zulu says, the ship is a bonus to me, I mean kits and weapons and whatnot. But no, I haven't heard either way.
Let's see. Michael Myers. It's probably just going to be another Faruqi something or whatever. They need to bring back the Breen stuff so people can get it without needing to go to Lobby.
Murdoch says, the word is, it will drop things but it won't be cool.
The great Grandpere will grace us with his presence soon. Assimilated snowmen are trying to take over my damn village. Just have all these rogue weapons. I don't know where they come from. The Voth. The leader of the Voth. I found a video on YouTube, 14 minutes of all the Tim Allen grunts from Home Improvement. I went through the first 5 minutes, I was like, nah. Because I wanted to get some that didn't have background laughter, and that is very hard on there. So I got one of them at least right now for a grunt.
Just Call Makor says, a teaser for Transformers Ride of the Beast came out today. I linked it in Discord. Also the movies are not connected to Baze anymore. They added that ending to Bumblebee just in case they wanted to explore that idea, but it has since been said that they are no longer going to pursue that, and Bumblebee in this upcoming movie will not be a part of that timeline.
Oh.
Romeo India Zulu says, 14-minute sound clip? Do it.
The last time I tried to play a 14 when it was upsetting to some. Yeah, it's 14 just to him. You know. Transformer Ride of the Beast?
OXNYX053 says, for the record, rum goes better than vodka with original Gatorade.
For the record? Or did you listen to yesterday's my little rant from work? Core in the trailer.
Just Call Makor says, Rise of the Beast not right, I am retardus.
Rise of the Beast.
Romeo India Zulu says, whipped vodka and ocean spray quibberry juice, M.
Is in the trailer, is it like the same look of the Autobots and Decepticons from the Bumblebee movie? Because I really like those designs. They look more like a G1 cartoonish, you know. They had that aspect to them. I always wanted one of those toys too.
OXNYX053 says, whipped cream flavored vodka.
Vodka.
Romeo India Zulu says, yeah, tastes like shit alone, but with certain juices pretty tasty.
Oh, is there some sort of like universal that I'm not aware of that's happening? It's just like few people more than usual out here. Yeah, y'all run away. You run off, damn it.
Just Call Makover says, I need watch again but I think so. They also look to have but Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal.
Really? Okay. Like both versions? Live action Optimus Primal? Neat. I never watched much of the Beast Wars, but I understand what it's about. I mean, it's the same damn story of Transformers, right? And they had Starscream's ghost.
Murdoch says, Optimus Optimium Banana Fana FO Femus. OXNYX053 says, because sure, lower proof. Otherwise you need to cut 80 plus proof vodka with triple SEC or a fruity schnapps to bring up the flavor.
Optimus Prime. His name's Thomas Prime. Oh, shit. Streamlabs, you little piece of shit. The whole thing's
Just Call
disappeared.
Makover says, 2 different characters since Primal was never actually Prime until he fused his spark with Prime's spark. Murdoch says, I like them fruity schnapps. So Romeo India Zulu says, the new Top Gun movie was supposed to hit Paramount Thanksgiving weekend, but since they wanted a second theater run they pushed it back to December 22nd.
Ah, damn, they want the money, yeah. That sucks ass. Did that movie do any good? I haven't watched it yet. I forgot all about it, actually. Even though the DVD is at where I work at, behind the register, on top of the cigarette case, and I see it every damn day.
Just Call Makover says, yes, the movie broke a BIL.
Is it because
Just
of Tom
Call
Cruise?
Makover says, so it did very good.
Circumventional attitude? Well, Val Kilmer was supposed to be in it too, right? Because I know that they had like I saw the cast list or whatever. But he can't really talk anymore, so I guess they figured out a way for him to be in there. If no one's ever watched that Val documentary, that thing's pretty awesome.
OXNYX053 says, like equal parts 80/90 proof vodka and melon schnapps, and then twice to any amount more of your blueberry ocean spray. Just Call Makover says, I have not watched the movie since I have zero interest in Top Gun. Never seen the original either.
Well, I've seen the original several times, and I keep forgetting about what it's about because the story to me is just bullshit. So I probably won't watch the new Top Gun anyway. I was just curious. Because all I remember from the original Top Gun is "Take my breath away," boom, 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 and barely any actual flying
Murdoch
that mattered.
Says, the new one is great.
Because they were like barely in the planes, and
Murdoch
when they were,
says,
there wasn't really any
it's
action.
actually really good.
Okay, so you've seen it. Are they in planes more than they are in the original? Because when they were in the planes in the original, it's like they were just barely in it, doing anything with it. Like, there's a MiG on my
Murdoch
tail or
says,
whatever. That was it.
Yes, real planes.
Or they have the guy, like, having the accident and died thing or whatever like that.
OXNYX053 says, do not see Top Gun until after you've seen Hot Shots, the spoof.
I love Hot Shots. Hot Shots is so damn funny. Yes. Wait, does the new Top Gun kind of reference Hot Shots? That would be interesting. Hot Shots Part 2 is okay. Ducks. Part Ducks. I like that part on Hot Shots where it's like, I even have my father's eyes, and he opens up a glasses case and the girl goes, put those away.
Romeo India Zulu says, well, in the original it was more about elite fighter school. The action picks up at the end. Spoilers LOL. But I hope new one OS more action. but I really liked the first one.
I
Murdoch
think that's
says,
what it was. Is
I
like
saw Top Gun on release in the movies. Was fun.
the new Top Gun, not original Top Gun, right? I think that's probably what it was because whenever you see Top Gun, you think about the
Just Call
like
Nicole
airplanes.
says, I watched this video today about the downfall of National Lampoon movies. Wow, did that series get really bad? Like worse than B-rated bad.
Have you not seen all of National Lampoons before? I need to start watching some more. I want to watch Vacation again because I always watch that once a year around Christmas. I usually like
Just Call
watch 4
Nicole
of them.
says, no.
Well, I know that the latest one that they came out with, which is supposed to be Russ, you know, the son or
Streamlabs says,
version of him.
hate what you see? Please consider unfollowing and not renewing a subscription.
Now that one was kind of shitty. You know, that version of it where Russ is the Lampoon father or whatever. The originals, though, I watch usually the 4 of them. You know, like Vacation, Europe Vacation, Christmas, and Vegas. Usually once a year, around this time of year.
Goddamn right.
Just Call Makor says, I always watch Vacation, Christmas Vacation, and Vegas Vacation. Seen Animal House. Watched Van Wilder.
So
That is all.
You don't watch the European Vacation? Whose Wayun is this? It's Wayun number 14. I like European because it gets lost going in circles around Big
Just
Ben.
Call Makor says, I have not watched that. Guess I need to.
Yes, if you've never watched that, you need to watch that. It's, you know, the Griswolds get a vacation to Europe. Oh. Oh, it's most likely you're Wayun. Really? Are you on this map, Ox? One friend. Oh, you are, aren't you?
Romeo India Zulu says, the only one I remember seeing is Vegas.
Riz, you've never watched the other Lampoon movies? Oh my gosh, dude.
Romeo India Zulu says, AMD Van Wilder.
Oh, goodness gracious. You've got to watch the original, like, Lampoon's Vacation movie. And Christmas. If you've never watched the Christmas Vacation, oh my gosh, dude. Ox is like, I'm gonna come to Dyson since you don't want to like play anywhere else.
OXNYX053 says, then you don't know that Wally World was the name of the theme park from the movie.
For real. Oh my gosh. We've got to get Riz to watch these. I need to find them for free, like on YouTube or something like that.
Romeo India Zulu says, that's what we call Walmart LOL.
That's what we call Walmart here too, Wally World. But that's where the name came
says,
from.
I always recommend Animal House, The
But
Vacation
you don't have to
movies,
take my
and Van
word for
Wilder.
it.
Those are all top tier Lampoon movies. Everyone else is decent to very bad.
I mean, just the idea. I had this thought in my head. Okay, in Christmas Vacation, I'm going to spoil a little bit for Riz here, but there's this scene where.
OXNYX053 says, no, Walmart was called Wally World first.
Oh, okay.
That was the point.
I did not know that. But there's this scene. It's not really like a major thing or anything, but all the employees of the business that Clark works at get the boss the same gift, and I was wanting to like look through the movie and like see what the box looked like and recreate the box to give an empty box as a gift for people that I work with for this Christmas. It's shaped just like that box. To see if anybody got the idea. That would be the gift. The humor of that gift, even though they probably wouldn't know what I was doing. My gosh. Okay, Riz.
Romeo India Zulu says, I heard Animal House was great. Spoil all you want.
Dick in the box.
The statute of limitations has passed. I don't really have a big interest in them for whatever reason.
Oh, well,
Murdoch
did
says,
you like Vegas?
A dick in a box.
Did you like Vegas Vacation though, Riz? Because the first one, they travel all the way to from Chicago to California to go to Wally World, the amusement park, and shit happens.
Romeo India Zulu says, I liked Vegas.
And then Christmas Vacation goes all awry and everything because shit happens. European Vacation, same thing. Clark gets that's one of the funny lines that I like to tell everybody. Whenever the kids and everything are in the car and they're going around in London and stuff, and he says, "Look, everybody, Parliament. That's where the Queen lives, or whatever." And Russ goes, "What's the Queen do, Dad?" He goes, "Well, she queens and vacuums." And that always got me laughing. But that's the part where they get stuck going around in the little circle thing and like for several hours, and Clark just gets nuts behind the wheel.
Romeo India Zulu says, I'm your damn guide. If you have any damn questions, feel free to ask. Yeah, where can I get some damn bait?
Cousin Eddie. Every time that he belches his, the thing inside of his the plate in his
Just
head
Call Nicole
makes him
says,
pass out.
all I have to say is never watch Christmas Vacation 2.
No, do
It
not watch
sucks.
that. Yes, it does. It sucks.
It focuses on Cousin Eddie and his family, and it just very, very bad.
Yeah.
Also has nothing to do with Christmas other than a couple scenes.
Nope. It takes place like on an island in the heat. But they do have like one of Eddie's kids who's actually a smart one. Because Eddie's got like what 14 to 20 kids. And one of the running gags of the
Romeo
original
India Zulu says, didn't he go nuts IRL?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Chevy Chase, yeah. But he went on the movies though. I mean, and Funny Farm's a good Chevy Chase movie. I love watching that one too. But was it one of the running gags of the original 4 National Lampoons is the fact that the kids are always different. Like the ones you see in Vegas Vacation, Russ and Audrey, are played by different people in the first movie, second movie, and then the third movie, and then Vegas Vacation too. So it's funny as hell. And there's always that one, Russ, right here, Dad. They have that gag in there all the time. One thing that I use like as like to try to make people laugh or whatever sometimes when I'm at work and they're talking about a bad day and stuff, I'll go, buy a bullet and rent a gun. And they never get that whole, they never laugh. So I don't know if it's because it's an inappropriate thing to say or they don't understand the reference, but yeah. I have a morbid sense of humor. Man, yes. Holiday Road, yo. I found out long ago, the long way down Holiday Road. Holiday Road.
Murdoch says, it's funny cause you're that cheap to rent a gun to end your life. If you buy one and do the job, what does it matter?
Right. Oh my gosh. And in the first movie, after they get all the way...
Just Paul McCower says, did you know that Paul Hogan is still doing Dundee movies?
Seriously?
Like the first one was okay, but the series wasn't that good. Not like Ernest movies.
I didn't even know he was still alive. Wow. This is a knife. That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Just
Hogan.
Call McCower says, yeah, they released another one in 2020. Romeo India Zulu says, my guess is, if they don't get the reference, which I don't because I didn't see it, yeah, it could be taken in a bad way. Gotta be careful. You can get in trouble by coaxing them into doing it even if it was a movie reference.
Oh, damn, that's true. Buy a bullet and rent a gun. I just like the way that Inconceivable Dude, what's his name in real life? I can't remember. But he's in Princess Bride as well as the genius guy or whatever. So he plays the blackjack dealer there, and Clark always keeps losing every time that dude's the dealer. Christmas Vacation. Whenever Cousin Eddie shows up, the little girl's there, and they go, "Oh my God, her eyes aren't crossed anymore." Yeah, funny thing too. She falls down a well, eyes go crossed. Gets kicked by a mule, they straighten back up. And he has a dog named Snots. He says, "Snots, you get over here and let Uncle Clark pet you." The dog's like going, and he's got like slime all over his face. I love it. Maybe I should have some of those on there too, like some little clips from National Lampoons. Or whenever they're at the table and they're gonna eat their turkey or whatever, and he cuts into it and it's like hollow
Just
because
Call
it's
McClure
dried
says,
out.
did you know that Ryan Reynolds has his own advertisement company, so all those funny ads he posts on YouTube for his upcoming movies or that cell phone company he also owns are all made by his company?
Really? I knew that he had like some sort of whiskey thing or whatever, but I didn't know he did that. But they're all sitting around the table. And Clark cuts into the turkey, and it just goes because it's full of hot air and because it's been overcooked. And they're just going to sit there and eat. And they ask the old lady that's there that has
Murdoch
dementia.
says, yeah, I like his aluminum foil. Good stuff.
Reynolds rap.
OXNYX053 says, AFK for a bit. I will be back to kill 60 Vaad War. He has a gin company.
Oh, gin, that's what
Romeo
it is.
India Zulu says, he owns a soccer team in Wales now too.
Wow.
But yet, gotta be a good way to save money by paying yourself.
They ask the lady with dementia. Alrighty, Ox. And yes, aluminum foil Reynolds wrap, right? That's funny. They asked the old lady to say grace. So she's like, okay. And they all bow their heads down. She goes, I pledge
Just Call
allegiance to the
McClure
United
says,
States.
the whiskey thing was actually owned by Hugh Jackman and it was actually gin. But Ryan did create the ads for that. Jackman sold the company though, so he no longer owns it. Romeo India Zulu says, there's a Netflix show about him taking over the club. I wanna see it eventually.
There's like a new movie with him and Will Ferrell right now where they like sing and stuff. So I'm not much on musical movies and stuff, so I probably won't watch it. Not unless it's like funny.
OXNYX053 says, and he puts his family on the payroll. One commercial ta time. But boom, 250k SAG card per family member,
Oh,
because
wow.
more than 2 lines on an official thing.
I don't know if like it'd be a good thing to like if you were in the Screen Actors Guild, because that's kind of like, you know, you pay them and shit or whatever. I've always wanted some Marty Moose mugs. Probably be too late to order them now. Those things cost like 20-something bucks a piece.
Just Call McCower says, I was watching old videos on YouTube yesterday and came across a video Will Ferrell did where a 4 or so year old girl was his landlord and wanted the rent. It was pretty funny.
Cool. I want to watch it. I haven't been on Discord today yet.
Romeo India Zulu says, no different than a union job, I imagine. Better benefits, like instead of job security you are eligible for Oscars.
And the nominees are... I just can't wait till they have like the nominees are just all Nicolas Cage movies, you know. The 3 movies for best whatever blah blah blah, you know. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah, and blah blah blah, starring Nicolas Cage. Who gets the reward or award? Is it Nicolas Cage? You can just imagine Nicolas Cage like in the future. When he's like in a walker, can barely get around, he's in a Rascal, he's still acting. Why am I not shooting?
Romeo India Zulu says, speaking of, he has a new one coming out. I haven't heard much,
Holy shit.
other than he looks like a rancher or cowboy or something.
Man, he is freaking busy. Wait, I don't get nothing for that? I'm the one who was over here shooting the damn thing. I got 5 freaking dilithium from that. And I was the first one over there shooting.
Autobots, roll out.
We need Pat Buttram sounds on here. Y'all want to hear some funny talking? He played Mr. Haney in Green Acres and the old cowboy guy in Back to the Future 3. And he played in a cartoon as a dog or something like that. Pat Buttram was his name. He always sounded like he was gonna get a big old job up his nose. Mr. Douglas, how you doing today? I reckon have I got a deal for you. I used to be able to like make his like voice perfect. I'd make my grandmother laugh all the time. My mom said, "Do Mr. Haney from Green Acres," and I'd say, "Mr.
I tell you what, me,
Douglas."
nothing comes easy. Well, last week I went to the track, they showed off the opening gun, they
Murdoch
killed my
says,
horse.
all Stowe does is keep releasing ships. Excelsior 2, WTF?
Well, yeah, I mean that's Star Trek Online, dude. Excelsior 2? Are you serious?
All 3 silos are under Allied control.
Murdoch says,
Excellent work.
yeah. Murdoch says, it's a new Infinity
The
box
Fortress
ship.
has engaged transporters. Troops inbound.
So like now they're just gonna add numbers.
Romeo India Zulu says, SSO, Starships Online.
Starships Online. It's like they're gonna branch off Star Trek Online and just have the ships only version. And they already had that game. And like, what are we doing now these days? We're just gonna say,
Murdoch
okay, this
says,
ship's out. Let's make a
it's
second
like
one.
they made the legendary boring as fuck, so hey, let's just redo it and get people to buy the same ship again.
Yeah, but dabba-doo. Isn't that what they kind of do though? They like keep just revamping the same ships over and over, adding this or that to it. You just wait till they get like tier 7 ships in the game or whatever. They'll give them like 20,000 more hull or something like that shit, and one more weapon slot and all that bull crap.
Romeo India Zulu says, T7 will kill the game.
Shit. My God, these people with the fucking ball lightning.
I'll rip your head off and shit down your neck.
Murdoch says, it's just milking the game till the tits rot. Romeo India Zulu says, rude. Romeo India Zulu says, LOL.
All 3 silos are under Allied control. Excellent work. The Vought Fortress has engaged transporters. Troops inbound.
Murdoch says, I'm on KDF gonna do event space. Wanna go?
When I get to Gary, yes, I could do that. I'm not at Gary yet, though. I'm at O'Neill.
Murdoch says, okay.
Okay, alright. Hooah! And let it roll. See, you got outskirts, change maps. Son of a bitch.
Romeo India Zulu says, why wait for Gary? Why not Ushanksa?
Shunka. Well, you Shunka. Well, I want Gary to get the dilithium from the event. Because he's lacking it the most out of all my characters. You know, out of all my characters.
Back to your stations. The bots have returned.
I guess I could always warp out right before the event's over.
Romeo India Zulu says, oh, it's bonus time for you.
Yes. Command Sitch. There's an aura in there. Yes. Yes, bonus time. Bonus time. Time for me to get more dilithium for my guys. Bonus time.
Daddy? Daddy? My zipper's stuck.
Romeo India Zulu says, if you did Ferengi Admiralty you could get a bonus on top of the bonus. Samu Wraith says, score zippers stuck.
Get in the car, Junior.
But Daddy, my zipper's stuck.
Get in the car, Junior.
Murdoch says, yeah, Ferengi vaginas.
Let me tell you something, Junior.
Samu Wraith says,
If you ever
LOL.
embarrass me like that again, I'm going to get an axe. And you're never going to have to open your fly again.
Never have to open your fly again.
Romeo India Zulu
Admiralty.
says, I got a fair in my ginner.
Fairy in your giner. Pharynginer. I know who I want to take me home.
Samu Wraith says, at Romeo India Zulu you got a fur in your jeans rolling underscore on underscore the underscore floor underscore laughing.
LAUGH. No, Logan. Logan, not laughing. Logan.
Scorpwana says, 2 billion Argentine pesos while Logan. Romeo India Zulu says, coolin' on Pharynginer Logan at my sneeze with a briefcase of 2 billion Argentine pesos.
What was the other one? What was it like? N, IN was some one time it said Indiana or whatever. I can't remember. Some sort of weird shit.
Samu Wraith says, 2 billion and 1. Romeo India Zulu says, in.
Ah, crazy. It was like a combination of some words together that made it some sort of weird thing. What's that? Damn it. I can't remember.
Romeo India Zulu says, in.
I know who I want to take me home.
Autobots, roll out.
Romeo India Zulu says, oh gotcha. Like Ushinksa only has one S, but listen again. Scorpwana says, traveling to an in the evening.
Boobies. Auto banjo. Optimus Prime on the banjo.
Romeo India Zulu says, Ushinksa.
Ush. Well, Ushanka is a Russian word, so I know they would probably like pronounce it wrong. Ushanka. It's because it follows that
says,
oo sound.
Bored yet? If so, use the Twitch search bar at the top to find more exciting streamers. Murdoch says, Autobots roll out, squeals like a pig.
Wee! Wee! I have some audio from that.
With my bare hands.
I have the audio of that scene that I was gonna go through and make little clips and stuff out of.
Romeo India Zulu says, Sui. Samarath says, so we.
I know who I want to take me home.
Romeo India Zulu says, or that lip pig from the insurance commercials. Samurath says, at Romeo India Zulu move along rawhide. Romeo India Zulu says, squee.
Squee! Rollin', rollin', rollin'. Get those doggies rollin'. Boy, my ass is swollen rawhide. Billy Crystal. City Slickers.
Samurath says, get along little doggies.
Go, go. Go, Johnny, go. Way back in Louisiana, down in New Orleans, way up in the hill of the Evergreen.
Just Call Makor says, speaking of doggies. Romeo India Zulu says, Roland Downhill. New tune name.
Rolling downhill.
Murdoch says, doggy styles.
Doggy styles.
Just Call Makor says, can you believe that Duke the dog leaked Bush's baked bean recipe?
He did. I thought that dog died. It had been another dog pretending to be Duke. Tyrannosaurus.
Romeo India Zulu says,
shake it
he's
off.
a good boy.
And just beat the devil out of it.
He's a good boy. He leaked it after he died. It was in his will.
Samurath says, pterodactyl.
Earth, fire, wind, water, heart, go, planet, by your powers combined.
Romeo India Zulu says, tear your own dactyl.
Tear your own dactyl, you bastard. Damn it, I captured the wrong area. Son of a bitch. I haven't done that in a while.
Murdoch says, so Scorp, yesterday I played Red Dead Online. The big city is like old world New Orleans. The lighting in the game is neat, gas lighting and some electricity in the cities. We just did bounty hunting mostly. Romeo India Zulu says, Saint Denis, or Sandy Knees. Samurath says, Riz don't savor your own tiger. Streamlabs says, if done soon, I can go moderate a streamer that matters. Murdoch says, yeah, that place.
So Red Dead. Are you playing with somebody else on there, Murdoch? I have never played Red Dead Redemption. I know who I want.
Romeo India Zulu says, it's a great game.
And it's like
Murdoch
GTA,
says,
but
yeah,
Western.
played all night and we ended up playing poker a couple of times.
Played poker. Marco Polo. Marco Polo.
Murdoch says, pretty cool playing in an old saloon with the piano in the background. Romeo India Zulu says, but like GTA, and Stowe if I'm being honest, same shit all the time.
Yeah, once you
Streamlabs
play so
says,
much of it.
AFK.
Once you play so much of something, it does kind of get old, you know, and repetitive or whatever, but not if you're working towards something, though. It's like me when I peeked in at GTA 5 the other night whenever Murdoch was talking about that. Within 30 minutes, maybe 15, I think it was 15. Modder got on there, trapped me in a big circle thing, had the phone noise constantly going. I'm like, yeah, here we go again. So I just turned it off. I hate that shit.
Romeo India Zulu says, get a moonshine shack, or a friend who got one, get drunk and dance or play music in the shine shack. It's fun for a while. Murdoch says, Scorp outsmarted everyone in Stowe, cause there are so many things he can grind for, he will be grinding Stowe the rest of his life.
That's right. I've yet to make this game super boring for myself, since I only do one thing at a time every 10 years.
Samu Wraith says, at Romeo India Zulu that drunk bit is funny.
Does it do the same shimmery thing whenever you get drunk with a character in there as it does in GTA? And does it last like 2 seconds like it does in GTA? GTA!
Indeed.
Indeed. Probably a rather large game too to download, kind of like GTA was. It was like 93 gigs plus or something.
Romeo India Zulu says, 116 gigs or so.
I don't have that much room on my hard drives anymore.
So good you're here. You have no idea what... Who's he? My friend. Murray. You trust him? Oh, yeah.
What's up, monsieur?
Romeo India Zulu says, use and get the online 9NKY part separate from story, less space, less cost.
Can get the online part separate from the story? So you still have to play like online though. What? Oh, okay. Do you only have like just one character on there? Instead of like, you know, GTA 5?
You keep getting me killed. I thought you had my back.
Oh, not again.
Dude, I forgot a Prodigy came on, didn't it? Damn.
Samu Wraith says, Rarg beware the Gorn score.
Okay. We're both too old for this kind of thing.
All right, now you're overacting.
Just Call Makover says, isn't it cool that Dan Castellaneta, the voice of Homer Simpson, got to be on the show twice all because he stated he was a huge fan of Stargate.
And Richard Dean Anderson, a huge fan of The Simpsons. For crying out loud. They did like a thing, right? Like both see, Richard Dean Anderson appeared on Stargate. I mean, he appeared on Stargate SG-1. Duh. He appeared on The Simpsons as himself, I think, and dude that played Homer, you know, on the Stargate. So it's like a shared thing or some shit.
I'm the dude. So that's what you call
Romeo
me,
and
you know?
Zulu says,
That
back in 10.
or his dudeness
Right.
or
Right,
duder or, you know, El Duderino if you're not into the whole brevity thing.
Man.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
But
Just
you don't
Paul
have to
McCoy
take
says,
my word for
I am
it.
telling you, Tron, The Big Lebowski, Iron Man. It is a trilogy. The perfect trilogy.
The perfect trilogy. Yeah, there's like have you ever seen the image taken from The Big Lebowski with the Tron in the background or whatever, and the dude like sitting there with his white Russian? Lebowski. He's the dude, man. El Duderino. Woke up in a hotel,
Samu Wraith
California.
says, not Fight Club or Pulp Fiction, just call McCoy.
Nah, dude. Tron is awesome. Big Lebowski, ingenious. Iron Man, the start of Marvel. Jeff Bridges in all of them. And it's amazing too, like, you know, an actor, what they can do, like cutting their hair and all that to look completely different. Because Jeff Bridges always had like the mane of hair, you know, and he's like a John Glover when it comes to his hair. Tron is so damn awesome. That's why I wish there was like a video game of that Tron, where you can actually do the games and stuff in there, because those are pretty cool games. I mean, they had like what was it? You had the little catching device on your arm, where someone would throw a ball with theirs, and you would catch it in yours, and you'd have to hit their ping or their circle, and cut parts out of the circle until they fell and derezzed. Derezzing is what happens to a program inside the Tron universe, that whenever they die or get killed off or whatever, they fall to pieces, you know, and shatter.
Just Call McCoy says, I say this every time someone brings up Alec Baldwin. Look at him in Beetlejuice and then look at him in the last 20 years. He looks completely different.
Yeah.
Murdoch says, remember the arcade game of the Tron tanks? Pretty sure that was real, wasn't it? Murdoch says,
sort of.
Arcade games were so much better than Atari games.
It was sort of real. The game, the tank or whatever game, was based off of an actual game, and they created a Tron version of that you could actually play online not too long ago, or a fan did. Tron tanks, yeah, and recognizers and things of that nature. I think it was there was a fan creation version of that. But they did build an actual Tron arcade. They had a few of the little mini games and stuff in there based off of Tron. You can go into an arcade back in the day and play it. It was sort of like Tron, like I say, but it wasn't just like it. Woke up in a hotel, California, yeah. Yeah, Alec Baldwin totally like jumped in appearance. I guess that's why he's not in the second Beetlejuice movie.
OMG, you can buy a real Tron arcade game from Best Buy. https://www.bestbuy.com/site/arcade1up Tron arcade/6471765.p.
Holy
SKUID
shit.
equals 6471765 and ref equals 212 and LOC equals 1 and ref equals 212 and LOC equals 1 and misclicked equals E541B8440CB155390DDD0DC1B52F41 and GCLSRC equals DS.
Self-destruct.
Murdoch says, $700. Just Call McCower says, I miss arcades. They used to be everywhere and now they are rare as shit to find if you don't have a Dave and Buster's nearby.
Did they not even like have them in skating rinks
Samu Wraith
anymore?
says, sounds like Picard doing a captain's log.
Captain's log, I just flushed it down the toilet. Wow, that is pretty awesome. Best Buy wants to access your location. No, I don't want them to. Is it going to show you like actual images of the game, or is it
Thank you, ma'am.
Are you ready to do it?
Just Call
I thought you wanted
McCower
us
says,
to do the docking
skating
first.
rings, bowling alleys,
Commence docking
they
sequence.
don't count. I am talking standalone arcades.
Ah.
Just Call McCower says, rinks asterisk.
Gotcha. Yeah, like an actual arcade you go into. You know, malls and stuff used to have those. Well, there you go. That could be a business right there. Just start buying up a bunch of old arcades and or arcade cabinets and like an internet cafe or whatever. Where people chill and relax and
Murdoch
play
says,
arcades.
remember the old Firefox arcade game?
Firefox Arcade. Never played that, sorry.
Murdoch says, was a big one, had to sit in it. Samu Wraith says, well, they still have those cheap arcades throughout the country. Just Call McCower says, Nat, there is a reason why arcades went out of business. Samu Wraith says, just Call McCower, they still exist.
Woke up in the Hotel California. And now people can buy those little arcade one-ups things, you know, like for a few $100 or whatever like that, and play multiple games. Or you just download MAME on your computer and you can play whatever arcade game you ever wanted to play. Because it's not illegal to download MAME. Just saying that. Multi-arcade machine emulator. Fine piece of hardware. Or software, rather. Dan would rather be with
Murdoch says, dropping quarters in per game was so weird.
Yeah, especially when you just kept feeding that son of a bitch because you kept losing. I don't know, it's always something cool to see, like a, like you know, arcade and stuff, and people and high scores and stuff, and you try to beat it. Hell, pinball machines and stuff there too. Now, if you've got money, you can just make your own little mini arcade in your house or whatever.
Samu Wraith says, at Murdoch's you've no idea how many quarters I've spent in TMNT4 Turtles in time at the arcade a lot lol.
Just remember, whenever you're in MAME, you can
Just
put it
Paul
on free
McCover
play
says,
mode.
I used to go to an internet cafe all the time about 18 years ago just to play WoW and get free pizzas since they had a deal where you could pay like $20 for 3 hours of playtime and get a free personal pizza, drink, and breadsticks from the Pizza Hut next door /.
Wow. Holy cowabunga. I think I remember you talking about that back in the day. Another day, talking away. Oh, I don't know.
OXNYX053 says, spent quarters? Gauntlet. Murdoch says, that's cool.
That's why I kind of liked it whenever Microsoft came out with that arcadey type thing you can get.
At Just Paul McCower, Mazio's Pizza used to have something like that, a mini arcade and discount pizza and free breadsticks.
It's called Game Room from Microsoft, where you could have your own arcade rooms or something and buy packages of, you know, for like maybe $5 you buy 5 games and populate your arcade and stuff like that, and invite people to come play virtually and all that using the Microsoft avatar from Xbox. But that was Game for
Murdoch
Windows Live.
Says, sounds like Mr. Gott's or Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese. I still have a Chuck E. Cheese token somewhere. Not Chuck E. Cheese's. Chuck E. Cheese. Before it went bankrupt and came back to life.
OXNYX053 says, Mazio's was local to you. Up Chuck Cheese was nationwide.
Up Chuck Cheese.
Magic Pizza was local to me, at the correct time.
Up Chuck Cheese. Up Chuck. That's funny. And the only pizza we eat around here is either ate one of those Jack's pizzas that like are $3 or whatever from the store that, you know, where I work. Did you have to cook at home for like 7 minutes?
OXNYX053 says,
or,
we all know where I am really talking about. Murdoch says, I remember they had robots that would play music and move around animatronics.
Yeah.
Just Call McCower says, as a kid I hated going to Up Chuck Cheese. Samu Wraith says, I remember what Chuck E. Cheese used to be Showbiz Pizza. Now I'm showing my age. Wonder if Murdoch's has even heard of that 80s pizza joint, huge arcade loads of pizza. Murdoch says, as kids you would go for someone's birthday and the quarters would always run out. Murdoch says, was always disappointed. OXNYX053 says, same, which is why when we found Magic Pizza, I asked for that every time. Murdoch says, disappointing. OXNYX053 says, Showbiz was so much better.
Anytime we get a pizza, it's Hunt's Brothers from the convenience store. If anybody's heard of those. Oh man, one of the best slices of pizza I ever had was one of those.
At Oxnix053 indeed.
Sombrero, or whatever it's called. Sombrero. We had it in one of our local malls. And it was just this huge slice. Maybe like 14 inches across and about maybe 16 inches long, like in, you know, triangle shape. It's like a fourth of a slice, a fourth of a big, huge pizza. Like the diameter of the original pizza was maybe 2 foot, or no greater than that. It was huge. It's huge, very, very huge, very huge.
Romeo India Zulu says, went to Charles Queso some years back. Was nasty, kids annoying AF, and a 2-beer limit. Like the beer is what was keeping me sane with all them kids screaming. Samu Wraith says, very huge then Scorp?
Not much of a person that goes to parties there is.
OXNYX053 says, the oddest thing, was of all things Noah's Ark is actually a fun game. And other than finding pairs of animals, there is no scriptures in it.
Noah's Ark.
OXNYX053 says, and it had unicorns.
Unicorns on a stick. Yes, very huge. Very, very huge. With fingers and everything, bouncing back and forth in front of the camera, forward towards you and everything. Hands together, hands apart about 2 feet. Forward toward you 1 foot, back again. In this repetitive type motion. While saying the word huge. Not huge. Huge. With a U.
OXNYX053 says, they were the extreme bonus animal that popped up randomly that you could collect solo. Samuraith says, I remember a big online 4-player same-screen G.I. Joe multiplayer third-person game. I ate so much pizza and played that.
Remember when Pizza Hut had that, like, super huge pizza for parties or some shit? Like what was it, like 3 foot by 2 or something? I guess they don't do that anymore. I haven't had a slice of pizza from Pizza Hut in a while. We don't have any other thing around here other than that Hunt's Brothers I said earlier. And a Subway. There's a Subway, McDonald's, some new chicken place that's supposed to open up or whatever, since there's no KFCs. What else is there? Taco Bell. But it's all in one direction that I don't want to go. It's like a 20-minute drive. I don't ever want to go that far.
Samuraith says, in that regard I agree with Murdoch's many arcade games so much more fun than home games.
Hell yeah. Like the,
Romeo India Zulu
Mario,
says,
where you have to sit
the
down
yard
and play
or
it.
whatever they called it. Now they got 2 small ones in a box with breadsticks for twice the price and same amount as a medium pizza. OXNYX053 says, if you time it right, Dave & Buster's has, or at least had, a power hour window, where for $20 you could play all of the non-token awarding video games for an hour you wanted. OXNYX053 says, it was a 3-hour spread.
Wasn't there like an actual game too? No, I'm thinking of GTA. Because you can have an arcade in GTA 5, and I have an arcade in there too. You can even play the little mini games in there. It's pretty fun. But yeah, I had always thought about having an arcade. You know, even when my mom was like having business issues or whatever, and just thinking about calling it quits early. I said, well, we can always build a skating rink, and kids would love that around here, and I could have the arcade, and that was back in the 90s, though. Late 90s. Back when that stuff actually meant some shit. But yeah. I mean, the only thing is the closest we're ever going to get to having our own arcade is those little tiny Arcade 1 things or whatever they are. The 1-ups. Unless you
Murdoch
build your
says,
own.
you could make a roller skating arcade circus with pizza.
Circus?
Samuraith says, at Oxnix053 I went to the only Dave & Buster's in my area. Fun, but the games nowadays just aren't the same vibe as when I was a kid. Fun but not as fun. Romeo India Zulu says, my friend wanted to get an arcade, and set up consoles in it.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Never got around to it. Now his consoles sit on a shelf in his garage with a TV that had fallen so the top corner is glitchy. Samuraith says,
that would be awesome.
Score arcade I'd go. Murdoch says, your marketing could say, we got clowns, and you're on the front cover.
How could you have a skating rink circus? Like a traveling skating rink?
says, add that to a $28 entree with $50 of gameplay and you could eat, play video games for an hour, and then rack up a blender/set of 6-shot glasses or 4-pint set for about $50.
Hell yeah, that's a good idea.
Samuraith says, that is such a good idea at Romeo India Zulu.
Yeah, you can have like it could be one of those internet cafe things too, and it's just with
Murdoch
with
says,
consoles
you
and
just
stuff.
pay some asshole to be a clown and skate while eating pizza.
Ah. Like Ronald McDonald. That is a damn good idea, yeah. Consoles. Costs as much as the arcade. You need to have to like worry about people breaking controllers and damaging consoles or some shit like that.
Murdoch says, I already did the event, had to knock it out.
It crept up on you, didn't it? It gave you the chiggers. Like an itch in your pants.
Sam
You had to
Wraith
feel
says,
it.
You'd have to bring your own controller only stipulation.
Yeah, that would be a thing. Bring your own controller, sync it up. Wireless only with that, because the console will be protected behind like some sort of like plexiglass or something. Or like they do at Walmart with the little thing that comes out and it's holding the controller for you. I don't know. It wouldn't be comfortable though, standing there instead of sitting down or whatever. Have a Wii section for people that want to be exercising.
Says, really is such a good idea.
Yeah. Well, ideas come and go, and you know sometimes they just
Romeo
like
India Zulu says, Barstool.
Barstool. There you go. Barstool Gaming.
Murdoch says, you could say you are the gaming future, and after you drill a hole in the kid's head for the wet wire, you just dump the body in the back.
Give all the kids a lobotomy, make them shut up. Is that it? I'm trying to transfer this consciousness from this kid to this kid over here to see if it can happen. So far, it not happen. So that's why we have more kids.
Samu Wraith says, Murdoch's damn dude talk about vicious dude lol. OXNYX053 says, heck, my 15-year-old blender was a D&B claim with the wife. We had a couple we'd designate drive trade for at the time. That was a fun period. They had one driver, he did not drive. But hey, they got two, we got two. And I'd give her like a 6-pack and shot to take home at the drop-off typically.
Ah, damn, this whole thing's captured. Damn it.
OXNYX053 says, they broke up. She thought it was an open marriage. He thought she'd settled down. I do not have an open marriage.
It's morphin' time!
OXNYX053 says, I like living. Murdoch says, did you hear of that guy from the East Coast that catfished that girl in California then murdered the whole family? Like damn, that's some crazy shit from a movie.
Holy shit. They broke up. She thought it was an open marriage. He was she just a swinger and he wasn't? Is that it?
Samu Wraith says, well, don't contribute to the cesspool Murdoch's LOL.
A one-sided open marriage.
Samu Wraith says, it can grow fine on its own, don't need your contributions.
Wand, make my monster.
OXNYX053 says, he was also 20 years older than her. Might have been a factor.
Yeah, that, well, I could probably see that. Hell, a manager I used to have at Family Dollar, her husband was 30 years older than she was.
Wraith says,
Dragon Zord. Dragon. Dragon sword. Ah, ah. Lost Woods. Dun, 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 dun. Or is it Sarah's song?
Hello.
Oh. What's that?
Romeo India Zulu says, Lost Woods I think.
Listen.
Listen here, you son of a bitch.
Streamlabs says, hate what you see? Please consider unfollowing and not renewing a subscription. Samu Wraith says, at Romeo India Zulu you ever hear the dubstep of Lost Woods it's not bad.
Cool.
Romeo India Zulu says, no, but I have seen that cosplay violinist do Zelda stuff in the woods.
There's someone who plays the violin that I think's music's pretty good. Her last name's Sterling. I can't remember her name. Full name. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hey, Ocarina.
Romeo India Zulu says, that's the one I'm referring to.
Oh, really? What's her name?
Romeo India Zulu says, Lindsay Sterling or Sorling.
Yeah. That's yeah. Yeah, that's
Samu
her.
Wraith says, I think I've heard of her.
Oh, gravy. Burnt ham.
OXNYX053 says, so. 12 ounces of Cabernet Sauvignon. May have had more wine left than I though. And Lindsay was whom I thought of when you mentioned cosplay in the woods also.
Cosplay in the woods, playing with our fat. Seen a guy down there, they were stripping him down, stuck his dick in him.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
He said, squeal, boys, squeal. From one corner to...
OXNYX053 says, she plays a great electric violin.
Was it electric? Oh, okay.
Romeo India Zulu says, she got skills. I never could drink a glass of wine. The taste was just, blah. Samu Wraith says, why didn't it play?
Autobots,
Romeo
roll
India
out.
says, space.
There's a little bit of that.
Samu Wraith says, damn it Autobots ya failing me.
Here's a little bit of a sound clip that I want to make.
Now let's you just drop them pants. Just take them right off. Just drop them, boy. You ever had your balls cut off, you fucking ape?
With all that little old bitty shirt there, too.
Them panties, take them off. Hey, boy. No. You look just like a hog.
No, don't.
You look just like a hog.
Don't.
Come here, Piggy.
No.
Come here, Piggy, Piggy,
No.
Piggy. Come on. Come on, Piggy. Come on, Piggy. Come on, Piggy. Give me a ride. On a ride. Hey, boy, get up and give me a ride.
All right.
Get up and give me a ride, boy.
All right. All right.
Get up.
All right.
Get up there.
Okay.
Look like we got us a sow here instead of a boar. I bet you can squeal. I bet you can squeal like a pig.
Oh,
Well, squeal. Squeal now. Squeal. Squeal. Squeal louder. 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 Get down there, boy. Louder. Hey, them britches down. Yes, sir. No. You better that, boy.
Romeo
You better
India
that.
Zulu
Come on,
says,
squeal.
not
Squeal.
a fan. OXNYX053 says, there are 3 wine primary profiles. You may like a fruity or desert wine. My wife does not like most wines, but a decent rose, sweet and fruity light red, or a Riesling she likes.
Why don't you get a toupee with some brains in it?
Doink. Not the whole sound though. That's just what I have of that. Echo. Whoa. Whoa.
OXNYX053 says, okay, this sound clip is too niche for me.
Squeal, boy. Ooh. I was gonna just get the beginning part of it. How about you take down them pants? That would be about it. Yeah, it's from Deliverance.
OXNYX053 says, oddly, she does not like blueberries, but she like a blueberry dessert wine I bought once. I only got a glass of it. OXNYX053 says, was not a fan of the cranberry.
Cranberry. Oh, come on. MC Wolfcat in the house.
MC Wolfcat1 says, hey. Golf 2 goof golf 2 lava coffee. Samu Wraith says, at Oxnix053 I almost never drink but I tried a French wine on my birthday a few months back, was smooth and tasted so good with food. Romeo India Zulu says, the reds I can't do. The white Zinfandel isn't too bad, Mango's Kato was alright. But yeah, the heavy ones or whatever the term is too idk, tart or bitter. OXNYX053 says, all I can tell you, find a wine tasting, pay for entry, have a driver, use the spittoon. You are supposed to.
Wine tasting. Somebody wine tasting end up drinking too much and like, I gotta have a driver. Or is it that a little bit of the alcohol does eventually like absorb, you know?
OXNYX053 says, now beer tasting, they offer a spittoon, but unless you hate it you should swallow. Samu Wraith says, at Oxnix053 I agree with you, I usually don't like red wines but this was actually really good. Streamlabs says, MC Wolfcat1 is now lurking B.
Oh, came in to lurk. MC Wolfcat, Captain. in the his house. Lurking.
OXNYX053 says, there is a place near me that has a beer fest with tasting ticket every Father's Day weekend. OXNYX053 says, it sells out all 3 days.
Don't stop believing.
Romeo India Zulu says, my brother-in-law's parents had their own winery. I loved beer, liked whiskey/bourbon. If I tried to casually drink, I'd probably pick up where I peffed off and just drink myself into an early grave. Samu Wraith says, that's the only exception I make is my birthday and New Year's.
No exception.
OXNYX053 says, it supposedly has a 20 taste limit. Over one half the places forget to punch your ticket. Samu Wraith says, at Romeo India Zulu same here dude, I would drink myself till I was dead, so yeah, I'll stay away from it for the most part. Romeo India Zulu says, I'm coming up on 4 years without so much as a sip.
Nice, dude.
OXNYX053 says, my exception is typically Thursday. And date night. Wife and I have one penciled in for next Friday. By the way, I will probably not beer here next Friday.
You're not gonna beer here? You're gonna beer somewhere
Murdoch
else?
says, wolf too long.
No exception to the rule.
Murdoch says, 2 live crew.
2 live crew? Crisscross to make you jump. Yeah.
Samu Wraith says, at Romeo India Zulu I went a good 18 years man, then a New Year's I made one exception, then I went right back and stayed away from it again.
Tyrannosaurus.
OXNYX053 says, for people who do not drink for any reason, good for you. You do you as you need to, and if we hang out, local soda pops are a thing I look for. Because when truck driving, that I can drink.
Driving down the road. Mad props for driving, man. We keep having a dispatching issue or whatever with our freight coming through. We'll keep getting an update every day that it's going to be on delay till like next day or the next day or 2 days from now. Shoot them in the ear, Archer.
Romeo India Zulu says, yep, that's the thing with addiction. You can't ease into it. You literally pick up where you left off. But it's not an issue for me to hang with friends who drink or go to a bar or whatever. I don't judge. Sometimes it's funny and sometimes it's babysitting.
So you're the designated driver then?
Just Call Makor says, Mandu Season 3 starts March 1st.
Really?
OXNYX053 says, found a bizarre carbonated cinnamon milk thingy in Texas. Because it was a Mexican thing. Was quite nice.
On a stick.
Samu Wraith says,
Mandalorian.
at Just Call Mako cool, I can't wait.
Mandalorian season 3.
Romeo India Zulu says, can be if asked, but my friends just drink at home.
Oh, I thought like when you went to a bar. Okay. You're the designated driver when you go to their house when they're drinking. That way you can drive back.
60% of the time, it works every time.
OXNYX053 says, used to hang with a guy that did not drink because alcoholism was a massive thing in his parents' life. So NO for him, but he would DD for the rest of us. Samu Wraith says, at Romeo India Zulu there for a lot of years I couldn't be around it.
Everybody plays the fool. There's no exception to the rule. Woo. Fire.
Romeo India Zulu says, was saying that as a for instance. Like being around it, the temptation isn't really there anymore.
You son of a bitch!
Sometimes they ask me if I want one as a joke and I'm like yes, but no thank you. Sometimes I'll ask as a joke and they are like fuck that. Good friends.
Nice, man.
Murdoch says, I'm running my super ships in World of Warships.
World of Warships.
OXNYX053 says, anecdote, one night I was the designated paw-out person. We got back to his car and he had a tire slashed. I auto-sobered, replaced his tire with his full-sized spare, thank you pre-2000s cars, and then I passed out.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Auto-sober to replace a tire. Yeah. Like, let's wake him up so we can replace the tire.
At Romeo India Zulu I don't have great friends like that, most just wanted more booze. OXNYX053 says, I do not remember leaving the bar. I remember someone saying he had a slashed tire. I remember sitting in his back seat. I woke up in my bed.
He walked into the kitchen and sat down at the table. Noted the questionable meal Lois had placed in front of me. Well, do you remember changing the tire? Or do they tell you that?
OXNYX053 says, I also remembered all the stuff I did to replace his tire.
It's like you've got two personalities, right? When you start drinking, your sober self is still there in the background watching. And then when needed, you sober out, like a Hulk out, and are useful and whatever, and then whenever that's over with, the Hulk out or sober out guy goes back.
OXNYX053 says, he was our photographer at my wedding. Ran into him at a local Kroger last month.
Had to pay the insurance. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that is bull.
Oh, that is bullshit.
Romeo India Zulu says, at Samu Wraith I was the one who wanted more. It's like Pringles to me, once I pop I can't stop. I was the worst of all my friends, which isn't saying a lot cause I really only got 2 friends. But still, I had it bad. Like at least 18 per day. beer for breakfast, beer for dinner. Pass out, repeat. Murdoch says, this conversation has gone south, so how about those cyber loads from Sector 7? Do we still need to have them processed on planet Zygon? We don't need the space marshals getting involved again, and also the Grim Hex pirates following us. Samuraith says, at Romeo and Zulu, yeah, one supposed friends robbed me while I was at work.
Wow. It's taking a turn. It's going to the right now. It's going upside down and up their pants.
Romeo India Zulu says, that's fucked. Murdoch says, that's what she said after.
You're goddamn right.
OXNYX053 says, nay, this isn't South. Borderline bad. Never mind. At Samurai, that's not a friend. Murdoch says, I love you too, Streamlabs.
That thing can come up with just the right time to do that. I don't know how it does that. It's hilarious. Ah, damn. Ah, shit.
OXNYX053 says, that's a bitch in nice clothing.
Bitch in nice clothing, fucking up all I do. You could have been all I wanted, but you aren't honest. Now get in the ground. Choked off the shorest.
OXNYX053 says, funny how the remake of Heather got buried.
The remake of Heather got buried.
OXNYX053 says, Heathers.
The remake? What's a Heathers? I've never heard of that. Is that like a movie? Like a show or something? No exception to the rule.
OXNYX053 says, where the phrase of fuck me gently with a chainsaw came from. Just Call McCower says, the trailer for the new Indiana Jones movie came out today.
I did see that. Yes.
Samuraith says, at Oxnix053 Yakovs didn't do anything and I couldn't find him either. I've learned not to call just anyone friend. Murdoch says, wow, does it look good?
Well, it's Indiana Jones, so no Shia. Like, the Dial
Murdoch
of Destiny.
Says, is that a Spielberg?
Yeah, it's Spielberg. It's Indiana Jones. It's Harrison Ford. It's, it looked like there was some footage from them,
Murdoch says,
making a boulder,
nice.
like, releasing a boulder or something, too, and stuff, and, like a, chase, and it's got dude from, what was that one? Last Crusade in it. You know, the guy that played on Sliders is the
Murdoch
doctor.
says, that's worth going to the movies for.
Yeah, they've like returned and like people from his past. And he's like, there's a horse chase. There's like all sorts of stuff. Like, Indiana Jones. Looks like there's some de-aging in one scene as well, of him strapped up in a chair at like the German army or whatever. Kind of like, I guess, back when he was with his dad. Harrison Ford. At least he doesn't do any flying in it, I guess. I always thought it funny.
OXNYX053 says, see, I have some friends, and we'll hang out and stuff. And some people who will help me move bodies and things. We all know of different bogs.
Ooh. Oh my. A dead body here or there. Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
OXNYX053 says, and orchards. Samu Wraith says, well, Scorp at least no LaBouffe.
That's right.
Shut the fuck up!
Yep, Shia is not in the picture. Now, I don't know what the Dial of Destiny will be, because usually Indiana Jones movies, the original ones, had something biblical, you know.
Samu Wraith says, and bot, that's a hell no LOL.
Hell no. You upset him. You buried a lot of bodies, Ox?
Samu Wraith says, swear bot acts like a teenager sometimes, Scorp LOL.
It is kind of interesting, isn't it? And all you do, like...
Just Call McCower says, today on Kanye West is a fucking idiot. He said that he likes Hitler.
Goodness gracious. Kanye West. He's like completely lost his mind, hasn't he? Is he still wanting to run for president or something like that too? He needs to just change his name and some of it, like plastic surgery or something like that, so he'd be somebody else.
Samu Wraith says, at Just Call McCower something is seriously wrong with that guy.
Yeah.
Just Call McCower says, he asked Trump to be his running mate the other day and then asked if he could be Trump's VP when he declined. Just Call McCower says, like West is insane.
We need him running the country. We'll win wars with rap battles. Everybody plays the fool.
Romeo India Zulu says, "Member when all he did was produce music?" I member.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Samu Wraith says, "That's like let's make him president of Mexico, Scorp."
Yeah, we can ship him off to Mexico. Well, you know, what was that thing with Taylor Swift and Beyonce? Like, got up on stage that one time and was saying that Beyonce was better, she deserved the thing or whatever. Isn't he married to what's her name?
Just Call McCower says, "Did Kanye ever rap? I thought he did R&B stuff."
I have no idea.
I honestly don't know. Never really listened to his music. Just Call McCower says, "No, they divorced."
Ah. Yeah, I never listened to his music either. I just assumed it was rap.
OXNYX053 says,
somebody.
Twin Tribulations is still the universal.
Really? Twin Tribulations is still the universal? That was a few days ago, right?
OXNYX053 says, Kanye? Spoken word over a beat maybe? Romeo India Zulu says, he did. He put out some albums, but I think he was a better producer than a lyricist. OXNYX053 says,
thing.
Sounds like TTWA a 72-hour uni. Just Call McCower says, the only rappers I ever really listened to was Eminem, Lil Wayne, and a couple other rappers around those two.
Yeah, Kanye probably doesn't have a good way with words, huh? Destroy destructible torpedoes.
OXNYX053 says, Snoop and Ice-T.
On the rocks. MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice.
OXNYX053 says, and the Beastie Boys.
Milli Vanilli? Battlezone Contact. There's a commercial or something. I think. Or was it a commercial? Milli Vanilli's. It's Ryan. I think it's Ryan Williams again. Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell promoting their movie. They had like one of the Milli or Vanilli or whoever, whichever one was the the lip syncing dudes. They had one of them like doing the.
Samu Wraith says, I did like Beastie Boys 1 point, but the more negative it got, I was like, oh no. OXNYX053 says, oh yeah. Those two also. Milli Vanilli was eye candy only. I knew that then even before it was figured out. Streamlabs says, AFK.
I need to give Streamlabs
Just
more
Call
stuff to
McCover
say.
says, Vanilla Ice is funny as hell. In order to prevent having to pay out for stealing Under Pressure for Ice Ice Baby, he bought Under Pressure and makes a lot of money from the song now.
Under pressure. Pressure. Pushing down on you.
OXNYX053 says, BB's earlier stuff was much better than their later stuff. Samu Wraith says, I did like MC Hammer when I was a kid briefly. Romeo India Zulu says, 8BALL and MJG, UGK, Cube, DRE, Wu-Tang. Big Crit, TI, Kirk Bangs. Romeo India Zulu says, asterisk Kirko.
Riz drops the mic.
OXNYX053 says, Tom's Diner is also a fun story.
Riz just dropped the mic, yo. There was a few, like, who was the dip people?
OXNYX053 says, what's her face? Did the song Soto Vok?
I put my hand up on your hip.
OXNYX053 says, vocal only.
Put yours
Susan
and put
Vega.
mine. You dip down low and roll it around. Back again with the second verse, all clean.
Romeo India Zulu says, Dipset.
Yeah. Then Will Smith with his like clean rap and a few others. You know, not super fans, but Sir Mix-a-Lot. We're gonna throw him in there too. With his one-hit wonder or something. Cause he like big butts and he cannot lie. You other brother can deny. I may have heard like some of the music of a few of them, but I never knew who was singing. Like I've heard some Wu-Tang, but I've never like sat and just listened to it.
OXNYX053 says, then some Chicago house group dropped a bass line under it and it got massive radio play. Romeo India Zulu says, why is Eddie Murphy never on the one-hit wonder list?
What? What song did he? I can't think of a song he sang. He could be the next Mrs. Doubtfire. Does he still do anything?
Just Call McCower says, I will give Kanye some credit though. Even though he rudely interrupted Taylor Swift winning her award. Beyoncé is probably the best singer of all time. She has some pipes. Romeo India Zulu says,
Bouncy.
My girl likes to party all the time.
Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Beyonce's also a clone.
OXNYX053 says, they got a ton of royalties for that, and did the smart thing. Hired a lawyer and put all of it into escrow. Murdoch says, she needs to kegel those pipes.
Beyonce, Beyonce, Beyonce. Doesn't Beyonce like return to her original neighborhood like once a year and they have like a street party or something like that? I don't know how I remember that or think of that for some reason. Beyonce.
Samu Wraith says, Weird Al Yankovic.
Weird Al. Remember, all his songs are original. It's the other artists that
Just Call McCoy
copied
says,
him.
H.
He yanked it. Well, yeah, we still spell it with H.
OXNYX053 says, when Susan hired a lawyer and went after them, they went, hey now, we have all the funds here. Is 40 us, 60 you okay? SB went, sure. Then they did a whole collab thing at 50.50.
That little fucker likes to shoot shit. Look at him going. Look at that little guy.
Samu Wraith says, sorry Miss Jackson, I am for real.
Sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Never meant to make your dog cry. I apologize a trillion times. Sodomus Jackson. Sodomus. She's a transformer. Let's see, Insane Clown Posse.
OXNYX053 says, Weird Al is a fair use parody thing, but he also often sought artist approval. Samu Wraith says, sorry Miss Jackson, Timmy is for real yo.
Well, in Weird Al's movie, he parodies the claim that his stuff was actually original, and that the other artists actually came out with stuff based off of his parodies in like 2 songs or whatever. It's hilarious. It's a fake thing.
OXNYX053 says, heck, James Brown even worked with him, and taught Al his moves.
James Brown, he was always dying on stage. He died on stage, and then he just bounced right back at it. Is it true that they cut his legs off to make him fit in his coffin when he died? My rear shield's failing and I think I'm in trouble. Hey nah, my shields are failing. My ass is fat and I think I'm gonna die soon. Hey nah. Yay, we're not trying to destroy these.
Just Call McCoy says, I still can't believe that Chuck Berry stole Johnny B. Good from Marty McFly.
I know, right? Well, Marty should have never accidentally went back to the past, you know, and sang the song. Way down in Louisiana.
OXNYX053 says, James loved that part of Al's parody. And no, they typically make a coffin bigger, not cut off parts. Unless a person is ridiculously huge.
Huge. Zombie Trump's back. Huge. That was used to be like a commercial. I remember back whenever Back to the Future was being promoted. I think on television back in '86 or something like that. Where they used the phone
Sam
scene
Wraith
from
says,
there.
Hey Chuck, this is your cousin, Marvin Berry.
You gotta listen to this. But he's like, he holds the phone up and I think it's like a Pepsi commercial or something from back then. Damn it, there's that guy in the ship. Shit.
OXNYX053 says, okay. 60 VOD where to kill. Still.
That shouldn't be too difficult for you. Woodwire.
Romeo India Zulu says, so if it wasn't for Marty going back and playing it so Chuck didn't steal it, isn't that a time-altering event?
That's a paradox.
So then it wouldn't have mattered if he laid a bet down.
Yeah, it would be a paradox. So who's the original creator of the song? Right? So it'd be Marty.
OXNYX053 says, pair of docs.
Paradox. Unless it's in the Marvel universe, where they jump to other reality universe times versus their own.
Romeo India Zulu says, that's missing my point though.
Great Scott! Hope this is heavy. Back to the Future's so awesome. If no one's ever played the Telltale games, I recommend them. Ship's under attack my ass. I'm up here, ain't nobody around. Richard Daly. Damn it, Kevin.
Samu Wraith says, at Romeo India Zulu, that's like putting the idea into that guy's head to be Mayor Goldie Wilson. He might never have run hadn't been for Marty. Romeo India Zulu says, he was told by Doc not to ISE the Apmanac to bet as it would change the timeline. But if one argues that Marty introduced that new style of music, that changed the timeline. So Mary could have gotten rich and nobody would have noticed nor cared. Just Call McCower says, according to the rules of BTTF it isn't a paradox because whenever you change anything it creates a new timeline regardless. So when Marty meets his parents in the past, those events now made them successful instead of poor like before. So Chuck is the original creator, but when Marty went back and played the song, it was already a new timeline regardless, so no paradox. OXNYX053 says, orbital devastation is an awesome definition of fun in this game. Romeo India Zulu says, full of holes that movie is.
Full of holes that movie is, yes.
Except the one at the very end where the little kid points to his crotch. You know.
Murdoch says, anal devastation.
Anal devastation. I do like how the catching up of the timeline thing exists in Back to the Future. Like whenever you make a change or anything like that, it slowly creeps along the timeline and the changes happen. It's like in one of the Telltale games.
Says, even in part 3, why didn't he get in that automobile accident? She didn't say anything.
He didn't get in it because Doc told him about that. Well, he didn't tell him exactly about that particular accident. He said the accident that you're in. And then Marty was like, what? You know. So he kept that in his head. And then he remembered it whenever Needles or whatever, like isn't it Needles? was challenging him to a race.
Just Call McCower says, the pointing of the crotch is funny because it is a thing that directors tell kids to do if they need to use the restroom, so it should have gotten cut out, but I guess that version of the scene was the best version they had, so they left it in. Samu Wraith says, Needles yet.
Yeah, he like claps his fingers to his the palm of his hand and then points to his crotch. And he's got a weird look on his face like he has to go. Such an awkward thing. But the Telltale game, there's a thing that happens when Marty and Doc do something, and the events of something causes it. When Marty and Doc go back to the future, like their present future, the events cause Doc to vanish from the DeLorean as soon as they go to the back to their own timeline, and it's a completely different set of time again. Which those games are really awesome. I think they're also on console too, so if anybody would want to play them. Got a lot of timey-wimey stuff in it.
Just Call McCower says, I like that the person who plays Biff is nothing like Biff at all and is the nicest person you'd ever meet.
Yeah, what was his name? Tom something, right? And he's aged pretty well. I mean, they had like I watched an interview that he was in maybe a few years ago. We were just talking about how he hated like portraying Biff or whatever, and he would always apologize to all the actresses and stuff like that.
Just Call McCower says, also, didn't you steal my copy of BTTF the game? Samurai says,
copy.
Wait, there's a Telltale Back to the Future game.
Yes, it's Telltale Back to the Future. I don't remember stealing a game. But yeah, there's a Telltale Back to the Future. I've got me playing it on my YouTube channel.
Just Call McCower says, I bought it and let you play my copy is what I mean.
Oh. Maybe? I don't know. I have it installed for some reason. I'd have to look back. I don't remember anything. It could have happened. Could have happened. Oi. I don't know. Did you have to have like a key to get that, or was it free, a regional thing or something? I know Doctor Who was a free game for the UK, and I used a proxy to download it on my computer and play it. Just still have it installed.
It was at this moment he knew. Now something I've always been curious about you and Just Call McCower know each other personally. Like face to face?
Never met in real
Just Call McCower
life.
says, BTTF the game was really good and it was one of Telltale's first licensed project. Just Call McCower says, we have seen each other's faces.
Yes, we have. And we've also seen other people's faces. And we've also messed with other people's faces. Yeah, Back to the Future was just, it was a great game.
OXNYX053 says, for those that do not know, orbital devastation, engineering captain only class specific ground skill.
Long live
Just
Tyrone.
Call McCower says, long live Tyrone.
Long live Tyrone.
Romeo India Zulu says, played Telltale Game of Thrones. Sucked.
Oh wow, I didn't know they had one of those.
OXNYX053 says, swaps out normal orbital strike for a different effect.
So is it the same as orbital strike though? Because I've always wanted to get that for my my engineer. Yes, Sam. If you want to play it, it's fun. It's got a there. You can actually watch someone cut all the game stuff out and made a movie out of it, so you can actually watch it. And it's apparently what I read before. It's like what would have happened in Back to the Future had they continued it.
OXNYX053 says, you lose the knockdown effect, gain a follow along over time thing. And it is amazing.
And you said it comes from a lockbox?
OXNYX053 says, 15 seconds of melt that are. OXNYX053 says, area.
Melt that air. Got there in Delva.
OXNYX053 says, yes, lockbox thing.
Ah, you should already mention that. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Stop it. Get away. Always have this problem. Me and my little
Samuraith says,
turd.
at Oxnix 053 guess mine's not the same. I had a orbital bombardment ability on my engineer but it doesn't do loads of damage. OXNYX053 says, want to see it in use?
Yeah.
Go to 7 of 2's Dyson ground area.
7 of 2. Well, if I can get away from these damn things. Why am I keep missing that? Whoever the hell is... It's Gary, isn't it? I forgot Gary's... he's
Just
like the
Call
tactical
McCower
officer
says,
here.
it is like Ghostbusters, the game that came out during the Xbox 360 days. It is canon to the films because it is written by Ramis and Aykroyd.
Yeah, I think that's what it was too for Back to the Future. It was actually written by Zemeckis or something like that, so it can serve as a sequel, just in a video game format. Because it's like Doc is missing or whatever, and Marty figures out that he's in 1935 or whatever, and he goes back and meets young Doc and stuff like that. Meets teenager Doc. And then shit happens, and then they have a second video game. 7 of 2's? Seven of 2's Dyson area. Where you at, Ox? Where it's at, yo? I've got to turn
OXNYX053 says, the Ghostbusters game I played was on the Commodore 64. And should be considered universe canon due to being official.
Oh, you're not there.
OXNYX053 says, not there yet. Samuraith says, so kinda like Men in Black 3K goes missing, he has to go back and save him.
Yeah. Marty, see, the gameplay of that is you have to solve the mystery of what time you need to take the DeLorean back, because the DeLorean is like a temporal duplicate that happened whenever it got struck by lightning. It's really ingenious idea of the DeLorean coming back after it was destroyed in the third movie. But Marty has to figure out when Doc is back or whatever, because he finds out that Doc was killed, and goes back to save him and stuff like that, and meets young Emmett Brown, what is it? Mad Dog Tannen, which is Biff. He's a gangster.
Just Call McCower says, I don't care what anyone says. The J and K Mib movies are all really good. Really good trilogy.
Yeah, I like Men in Black. Still, though, they should have had Zed from prison at the time be in one of those movies. Because I think it was, what was it? Rip Torn is his dude's name. And that's such an awesome name if you think about it, Rip Torn. But I think he was in prison or something during the making of one of those Men in Black movies, so that's why he wasn't in it. And now he's like passed away now, but yeah, I liked every one of those.
Samuraith says, at Just Call McCower, I always laughed Michael Jackson wanting to be Agent M beaming _face _ with _ smiling _ eyes.
That you? Follow. It will follow. Where you lead, I will follow anywhere that you tell me to. If you need me to be with you, I will follow. Ox, you must be drinking because you swerved a little bit to the left there. I always wanted a real home with flowers on the windowsill. What if you wanna live in New York City? Honey, you know that I will. Yes, I will.
Just Call Makora says, you know what wasn't good though? The 1998 Godzilla movie.
Oh yeah, like Jeff Goldblum, was he in that? No, wait, not Jeff Goldblum. What was his name? He played in, I think, Mrs. Doubtfire. That guy. Or what am I thinking of? The different movie?
Romeo India Zulu says, I'm not as think as you drunk I am.
I'm sorry,
Samu
Ossifer.
Wraith says, Broderick.
Bad demonstration. Ox says bad demonstration.
Just Call Makora says, Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, yeah. Gozira.
OXNYX053 says, I am Sodali Tober.
Ossifer. Hurry the hell up. I gave him run. You must be faction Klingon on that character, cause I can't follow you for reals. Cause there's a follow command on here for people who are in the same faction as you.
Samu Wraith says, I hated that movie. The iguana pissed me off. That wasn't Godzilla. I loved when Toei Godzilla utterly destroyed that monster in Final Wars. So funny.
Gozira. Godzilla ripoff Gamera. Remember that. I only know that because of Mystery Science Theater 3000. If you run out of movies to watch, look up some old Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Just Call Makora says, I love the current monster movies with Godzilla and Kong.
Godzilla with Jack Black. Even the one with like the Center Earth thing or whatever like that.
Romeo India Zulu says, never seen a Godzilla.
You'll never seen Godzilla? You anti-American, you not seen Godzilla? Hey, ain't nothing against dude. It's just we know that of Godzilla, right? He's like this lizard dude that lives in the ocean that has electrical
Just
powers
Paul
in his tail.
Says, no, not Jack Black. The ones that have been coming out over the last 10 years. There are like 4 or 5 movies. OXNYX053 says, better example. Samu Wraith says, I usually stick pretty close to Toho Godzilla, but Legendary did a decent job. Romeo India Zulu says, well, yet I know of it. Just not a fan.
I don't know what the hell it's about though, like what goes on during it. I know the story of Godzilla, but I have no idea why these monsters he's fighting is happening. You know, they're like, they wake up, they come from this thing or something. He fights them off, he destroys shit when he's doing it, and then it's over. You know. But then if you put more of a story in it, because isn't there one like Kong versus Godzilla, and he's like on an aircraft carrier or something like that, one of these movies.
OXNYX053 says, aggroed the mob. But then melted them over time. Then went towards the next mob, but never made it there. If my boffs had aggroed them, it would have hot. Samu Wraith says, I'm a Godzilla nerd Riz LOL.
Is that... Oh wait, that's the thing for V'ger, isn't it? Those beams. Godzilla. Yeah, you can skip Godzilla completely, I mean, because... the older movies and stuff like that, it's just, you know, if you watch the Japanese ones or something, I mean, he just is looked at as a hero, but he's the anti-hero because he destroys shit and just doesn't really care about people and all that bullshit. But they make him almost appear to care.
Just Call Makora says, the lore is basically this. All the monsters are basically ancient beings before humanity existed. They awaken in modern time. They fight it out. Godzilla is king. Romeo India Zulu says, Friend's brother used to be into the old black and white stop motion ones.
Oi!
Samu Wraith says, except the old Godzilla when was dancing made me cringe bad. OXNYX053 says, Gamera was a knockoff, but it was amazing. A spinning flying turtle. With flaming spin feet.
Yeah, it was really hilarious. There was something about the culture over there and these huge monsters fighting in a little tiny model city. I mean, and that's Power Rangers, you know, from that too, or Sentai Guru, Ranger, whatever it's called. Where's this thing at you're talking about? Or have you already done it? I just didn't notice.
OXNYX053 says, that demonstration was amazing.
Oh.
I have come here to chew
MC Wolfcat1
bubblegum
says,
and kick ass.
is back. Streamlabs says, hate what you see?
And I'm all
Please
out of
consider
bubblegum.
unfollowing and not renewing a subscription.
Hey, MC.
I have come here
Samu Wraith
to
says,
chew bubblegum
that's why I had
and
so
kick
much
ass.
trouble getting into Pacific Rim. MC Wolfcat1 says, OXNYX053 says, the you made me call an exosuit, and it got auto-killed.
Goddamn right.
Romeo India Zulu says, LOL didn't notice you already played it Wolfcat. Ha 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 ha. Nice.
Made me call an exosuit and it got auto-killed?
MC Wolfcat1 says, what was that horribly loud sound? O.O.
It all depends on which one was playing. I think Kawoosh. Kawoosh. I seem to suck at this. What are we doing?
Why throw away your life
MC
so
Wolfcat1
recklessly?
says, at Romeo India Zulu LOL 2 bubblegums are better than 1. OXNYX053
Not
says,
vinegar.
at MC Wolfcat1 pleasantly drunk. Because Jesus turned water into wine, not vinegar.
So it's that one. It's almost just like the orbital strike, but it's green.
Romeo India Zulu says, AMD can't you get the version that follows the target around?
Yeah, that's what I thought that one was. Was that not?
MC Wolfcat1 says, blood trail.
It just didn't move that much.
OXNYX053 says, mine is green because a disruptor,
Oh.
not phaser.
Oh yeah,
orange.
it works off the color of your ship weapons. That's right. So was that the one you're talking about, or was that? Because I want to say, which one's the one that follows? Orbital strike.
Anybody?
Romeo India Zulu says, cutting tractor beam or some fin.
That's funny. Like MC Wolfcat saying, "Hey everybody, hey everybody." No one says a word. Anybody. The issue is when I activate
MC
the ability,
Wolfcat1
auto
says,
aggro's the mobs, the
LOL.
mob moves. Okay. So they automatically move instead of being still for it.
OXNYX053 says, yes. The issue is that when I activate the ability it auto-aggroes the mob, so the mob moves.
So it's like it doesn't do any kind of damage to them because they move away from the damage. Beam me up, Scotty. I'm ready to die. That sucks then. Well, shit. Well, what good is that weapon if it does that?
Samuraith says, beam him up, Mr. Snot.
It seems to be like a flaw in it then, right? Mr. Snot. Yes. Beam me aboard, mister. MC, how you doing out there? I'm gonna throw one of those weird questions. How's the weather?
Romeo India Zulu says, good for final Rex.
Yes, good for the Rex, I'd say.
Samuraith says, that was a patch that fixed the V'ger probes supposed to be coming out.
Fix the V'ger probes? Are they messing up? 'Cause I don't know anything about all this stuff. This stuff y'all be doing.
Samuraith says, make them last longer.
Oh, is it okay? They need to do that with the security officers. Every time you summon them, they like disappear immediately. If they don't have anything to shoot in the first 2 seconds, they're like, "All right, we out. We gone, son."
OXNYX053 says, well, it hits for 6250 per second. And if they aggro, so would my passivized buffs. Which would lock them down at aggro so my thing would hit faster.
I never do anything about like setting the buffs up to do certain things, because I know it's like you can adjust how they fight, right? Like attacks as normal, switches to pass crew to
Romeo
passive.
India Zulu says, Spencer did a test. They would disappear after first target died instead of like ball lightning. The patch made the probes last the full 20 seconds. OXNYX053 says, watch.
That sucks. It's like if you wanted to actually use it, you gotta manually tell your buffs to stay away from the action. Like, y'all stay back here, I gotta go do this real quick.
OXNYX053 says, see, all died.
All died, no one survives.
Samuraith says, at Romeo India Zulu, that's who I was meaning, they're supposed to have fixed it.
They all died, Captain. I don't know why my people are going after me.
OXNYX053 says, trust me, it is all good.
So that's a good thing then, that it turns them from passive to attacking. So I don't know anything about all this stuff. I just set my characters
Romeo
to just attack.
India Zulu says, yeah, was supposedly in today's PC patch. But I saw his video yesterday.
VJ probes. Ooh, look at that beam of light. Beaming up, Scotty. Beam of light.
MC Wolfcat says, I'm doing good things. Face hurts though. Dang, acne hurts, man. That's why I'm not using my cam while streaming. But I am going to go see a dermatologist soon. Tried everything and I just can't get it gone. As for the weather, cloudy and pleasant temps all around.
Ooh.
Not feeling so sleepy today, glitch lit, and that is excellent. I don't like feeling sleepy all
come
day,
on.
like yesterday.
Come on, we could do Rex.
Samuraith says, hi at Wolfcat1 smiling underscore face underscore with underscore smiling underscore eyes.
Yeah, acne, it hurts for reals, yo.
MC Wolfcat1 says, at Samuraith, hi Sam. How's you doing? Samuraith says, at Wolfcat1 acne. I still deal with it in my 40s, I feel ya there.
I think it could be stress related a lot, you know. Nanopulse. I thought it said menopause.
All 3 silos are under Allied control. Excellent work.
I thought that thing said menopause.
The Bob Fortress has engaged transporters. Troops inbound.
OXNYX053 says, I've had acne since I was 12/I am 49. I missed the dinos.
Yeah, you gotta be fast on these dinos these days. People throwing out all that cheating shit. There she goes again. There she goes again.
Romeo India Zulu says, I get it now and then, but now it's not like high school days.
Oh, high school.
Usually from facial hair irritation or constant nose blowing skin irritation.
Yeah. Yeah, I have like super allergies that make me constantly like sniffle, sneeze, and get shit. And if I get too hot, and you trap sweat and oils underneath your skin, that'll cause a breakout of something, you know. They always say certain foods,
Damn,
sugars.
we're in a tight spot. Damn, we're in a tight spot. Damn, we're in a tight spot.
But it's an ongoing process all the damn time. Clogged pores, that sort of thing. It's the suck cut. It sucks when it cuts.
Samurai
It certainly
says,
does suck.
at Wolfcat1 well I'm having stomach issues again, was thinking it went away for a while, now here it is again, so idk. Thought it was IBS but idk I'm going to have to get a referral looks like, and I'm dreading the possibility of a colonoscopy.
Ooh.
MC Wolfcat1 says, at Samuraith's Deanne Love. Romeo India Zulu says, I used to sneeze all the time, I haven't sneezed in forever. But I have sneezed recently.
You see SNES sneeze. I sneeze at least 40 plus times a day. Yep. If I walk out into the sun, I'll sneeze. Doesn't matter if it's hot or cold.
OXNYX053 says, a bottle of dietary grade hydrogen peroxide and the willingness to use it 3 to 4 times a day and I could clear it up on my face. Murdoch says, you should try the Cinco Food Tube. https://www.youtube.com/watch V equals R07YG3X0D.
I sneeze because of temperature change, light change, dust, you know, blah 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 blah. There once
MC Wolfcat1 says, at Samuraithoof, I'll keep you in my prayers, Stian Love.
Alright, I'm gonna go over to Gary. Ox, you want to join me in some shenanigans with Gary? How about you, Murdoch's? Yeah. Boing. I need to do the daily with Gary.
OXNYX053 says, if you are merely polyp hunting, there is a poop in a box test that you can do before you have them shove a camera up your rear. OXNYX053 says, shortly.
Camera up a
Romeo
asshole.
India Zulu says, oh my god, mark your calendars folks. Scorp invited viewers without prompts.
That's right, what the hell's going on around here? Son of a bitch. Huh. There seems to be something right here that I'm standing on. Watch my Gary. Watch Gary. Okay. Up. He goes up in the air.
Samuraith says,
and down.
At Oxnix053 yet I didn't know that existed. OXNYX053 says,
okay.
Marked December 2nd.
Never mind. It was it just visually was not there, and then it was. Okay, I'm good. Whew. Crisis averted.
OXNYX053 says, my at work free clinic offers it. Samuraith says, and then
the board game. What does the box say? Does the fox, horsey.
Samuraith says, at Oxnix 053 good to know, can you buy it at regular grocery stores at Oxnix 053?
Hydrogen peroxide?
OXNYX053 says, but yes, if you are merely polyp hunting. MC Wolfcat1 says, I used to struggle a lot with anxiety and anger and all that, and yes, it made things worse for my acne. But I also have some other health issues that I am still struggling with that I think could also be making things worse.
Yeah, I tell you a fact, like if your immune
says,
system is
if
compromised,
that's what it is, or IBS or something, man,
if your immune system is compromised a little bit, it's like all of the healing power of your body goes to what's needed.
Says, I think you can get it at a Walmart / Kroger / oh that? Dietary HP? Maybe.
Because your body will be fighting off or be active with the immune system, which then doesn't take priority over like your face or anything.
OXNYX053 says, beer frame.
It's like little sores you may get on your arms and stuff like that. Well, if your body wasn't fighting off something else, or the immune system wasn't, going nuts or something like that, it would take care of it. Which is why, like, what is it? Small things that you don't really get when you're a child or a young adult or whatever can manifest themselves over time, because as you get older your immune system kind of weakens because of factors or whatnot.
MC Wolfcat1 says, indeeds. Samuraith says, just get tired of shitting water, hadn't been happening in nearly 6 months. I even thought stress was triggering it, but no clue.
Oh, dehydration.
Samuraith says, at Oxnix 053.
Wow. Hopefully you're rehydrating yourself and checking your potassium levels then, because diarrhea can lower. That is a left and right thing in my headset. I didn't realize that now until today.
Samuraith says, yeah, I need to get more potassium in my diet.
Ate a banana. Go over there, since you're...
Bitch, let me just fucking hit you!
Let's go. God damn.
Since you're working there at Walmart, head over there to the grocery section real quick. And just pop a banana, I'm kidding. Don't do that. You'll get fired. Yeah. But yes, excessive diarrhea and all that kind of stuff, your minerals and things and your vitamins and stuff can get pushed through your system rather quickly.
Says, LOL, I'd get fired.
Yeah. Grazing and stealing on the clock. But yeah, I mean, it will lower your potassium, which will then give you heart palpitations.
MC Wolfcat1 says, he pop a banana. Scorp, you sound hungry.
I am actually hungry. Yes. I was going to grab something after I stream. Just something to settle it.
Gary is already eating. The candy bar.
Gah candy bar. Or whatever it is. Power bar. It's Gah power bar.
Murdoch says, grab a Cinco banana. OXNYX053 says, oh heck yeah, stress can cause digestive issues. Romeo India Zulu says, Gary eats hot worms. Samuraith says,
anxiety.
At Wolfcat1 I could say something concerning popping a banana, but I'll behave, LOL.
Yeah, you be good, okay? You be good there, Sam. Anxiety mixed with stress, yes, digestive issues. Dumping syndrome, if you've just eaten something, sometimes that can trigger you to have to need to go to the restroom immediately.
7 is K-side invite. Also, no cold beer, do not want beer on ice. Mixed drink frame. Samuraith says, anxiety I deal with that Scorp. Samuraith says, not been on meds.
Yeah, you can even like get stomach ulcers from stress and anxiety. Stress can manifest itself physically into a bunch of stuff. So Ox is right about all that, you know, yeah, stress and digestive stuff. I know that if I get too active, like if, say, I'm going to do something, get too active, got to turn around and go to the bathroom, you know. Of course, I have had my gallbladder taken out, which that increases the need to always have to go.
Samuraith says, I probably should go get it checked then if it can lead to actual health problems. Romeo India Zulu says, yep, mentals can turn into physicals.
That's right. It's
MC
like,
Wolfcat1 says, I once developed an ulcer due to anxiety and stress.
Oh, heck yeah. It's weird, like, you know, depression can lead, from a mental, can lead to physical problems, which then the physical can cause you to have mental problems and depression. It's like a loop, constant. They always talk about getting your body centered and all that kind of stuff and relaxing and deep breaths, you know, breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth about 3 or 4 times in a row. Like slow breaths. You breathe in through the nose, hold it for like
Romeo
2
India
seconds,
Zulu says,
and then let it out
vicious
slowly.
cycle. Deal with those daily.
Heck yeah, vicious cycle indeed.
OXNYX053 says, but yes, get physicals check, because mentals. But by all means, poop in a box before you have them shove a camera up there.
Poop in a box hole, turtle power.
Oh, Domino.
Sivan has joined the team.
Romeo
Okay.
India Zulu says, and wash yo ass.
Yes, wash your
Romeo
ass.
India Zulu says, LOL.
And stop drinking that creek water.
Samuraith says, at Oxnix053 so what's it called if I go look for it on my lunch break? Samuraith says, at Romeo India Zulu LOL.
Stop drinking that water out the ditch.
OXNYX053 says, I am going to have one done, and I am fairly sure I have a polyp or 3. Samuraith says, ditch water Scorp ha ha ha.
That's right. Ditch water.
Oh, Domino.
Hey, wait a minute, I want to smell good. Don't worry, you smell.
Ooh, it'd be perfect time to have a shield.
Romeo India Zulu says, Scorp Gary should try to get 10 of 10 in Ferengi Admiralty so he can get bonus dilly from winter. OXNYX053 says, https://www.kologard.com/ MC Wolfcat1 says, when you stressed or anxious your body react by becoming tensed up, not just your muscles but organs also, they all in a constant contraction state, they get no rest and then health issues arise. Constant pulling/pushing of insides is no good for your health, so finding ways to let go and relax is very important.
That's right.
Romeo India Zulu says, right? Summer and winter offer dilly aside from the ships? Or no?
So bonus? There's bonus when it comes to all that? I need to get Gary up there on that. Damn it, I forgot I gotta press the damn thing to get it off. Yay, at random firing. Engineering would only upgrade the inside corners, back row, middle sats.
Left shield failing.
Wrong TFO. Never mind. Ox next. Ox. Dude, I don't know. Y'all know more about this game than I do. I just know that I do need to get Gary up on the 10 for Rengi or whatever. I also need to get what's her name.
Romeo India Zulu says, Firenze Tour of Duri grants 30,000 bonus pool. Not all at once. So if you got a 5,000 deal somewhere you would get 7,500 and that 2,500 would subtract from the 30,000.
Ooh. I never think about all that stuff. Come. Toasted calm. I gotta remember my ambushes. Damn it!
Samu Wraith says, at Wolfcat1 beaming _ face _ with _ smiling _ eyes. MC Wolfcat1 says, LUL.
I love how it echoes, because that comes directly from the movie.
Samu Wraith says, LOL.
What do I have damaged? Hull fractures now, whatever. Oh,
Samu
repair.
Wraith says,
Can.
The satellite is back online. It will launch tractor mines against the Herc ships.
Repeat. The imposter is not to be injured.
Captain Kirk! I'm Captain Kirk!
Samu Wraith says, he's Captain Kirk.
He's Captain Kirk. He's Kirok. He is Kirok.
Samu Wraith says, Acre Pew nailed IT.
Acre Pew
Romeo India Zulu says, my main got the bonus pool and between Dyson, Hourlies, Advanced TIFO with Judas, and event bonuses I got like 50,000 more than I would have. Almost got 200k unrefined on him now.
That is so awesome.
Samu
I
Wraith
always
says,
forget about
scored.
that stuff though. I do need
Samu
to get
Wraith
them
says,
leveled
damn
up.
it, Google is trolling me.
Google, dang Google, boy. Google, you get back here. Get back here. Get back in your room, boy. Yeah. Get on now, yeah.
Yeah, I always forget about the Admiralty. It's got 4 of 10 on the reward right now.
Autobots, roll out.
I love little happy accidents. They're so awesome.
OXNYX053 says, still or again.
Either
MC
or.
Wolfcat1 says, doing swarm now too.
Herc ship spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there.
Romeo
Get
India
over
Zulu
there.
says,
Down escape
as a
route
relatively
Alpha.
free-to-play player, I
We
need to
don't
keep up on
make
that
mistakes.
stuff so I can
We
earn
have
as much
happy
as
accidents.
I can.
The last of the refugees.
Yeah, I'm in that boat with you there, Riz. I just forget. There for a while I was doing it for all my characters, and I just like, it was so much. Of course, then, that was back when I would Dyson every character, but also I would keep them Dysoning until each one of them went through a Rex round. And then I would also do the Admiralty. I would do everything with each character. I would like play a character for 30 to 45 minutes every time. And that was just wow, you know, a whole hell of a lot of play. Where's enemy? Don't tell me this one too is like glitched.
Romeo India Zulu says, sticky notes on your monitor, notebook, whiteboard, or Microsoft Word on a side panel. Keep reminding yourself somehow. Samu Wraith says, remember Scorp 60% every time.
60% every time. Yeah, I could do the sticky notes thing. Or, well, not physical sticky notes. But maybe a notepad-y thing or something. Send myself a messaging game.
Murdoch says, at MC Wolfcat
60% of the time,
World
it
of
works
Warships? It's
every
fun.
time.
That doesn't make sense.
Now, with Warships, can you play a game of Battleship?
Streamlabs says, AFK.
AFK. Man, I wish I could find my electronic talking Battleship.
Romeo India Zulu says, make a daily reminder sound command so I can harass you about it.
Hell yeah.
Murdoch says, yeah, battleships.
Battleship sunk. Man your battle stations. I want to find that damn thing. I looked up in the attic, couldn't find it. Looked in my closet, couldn't find it.
So when Murdoch's ship goes down, he hollers, you sunk my battleship, face underscore screaming underscore in underscore fear.
My battleship. You sank my battleship. Battleship sunk. You're going down. But I looked in my closet, couldn't find it. I looked in all my totes and tubs that I have in my room right now, because I have like 10,
You're gonna want that cowbell.
Got like 12 plastic
says,
totes in my room.
if done soon, I can go moderate a streamer that matters. Murdoch says, I'm sort of a legend in that game.
He horns his own toot. Yes, people are asking him to play all the time.
Romeo India Zulu says, Jack Sparrow, stop blowing holes in my ship.
Stop blowing holes in my ship.
Get over there.
Johnny Depp still has some Jack Sparrow in him.
MC Wolfcat 1 says, at Murdoch's no, don't have that game yet. I have seen others playing it and it looks really cool.
And it's free too, right, Murdoch's?
We're speeding up the evacuation. All lanes will be utilized now.
It's a toilet joke.
Murdoch
We're speeding up the evacuation.
Well, it's free to play, so check it out. Have some fun.
Show us how it's done. TGIF.
Samu Wraith says, Murdoch's keep an eye out for Mstu, then he'll give you a good battle.
Does MC Stu play Battleships too? Or, I mean, World of Warships? I need to see about this cloak and how much further I need to get.
Samu Wraith says, yep, Spencer got him started.
Got him started. He got him started. He got him started in there.
Herc ship spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there.
Get over there. Yes, ma'am, sir. Yeah, I need to check to see how much more progress I need to do to get the 1,000 kills.
Ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them.
I forgot what you can claim from that.
Murdoch says, I'll sink his shit real fast. That's what's up.
Oh, sounds like a challenge. I have to see this challenge. You will stream this challenge.
And I'll get Jean-Claude Van Damme to join you. Jean-Claude Van Damme. I see Sylvester Stallone has a new television series that he started up. I can't remember the name of it though. But I saw an advertisement of it today.
Romeo India Zulu says, Tulsa.
Yes, yes. That's what it was called. Anybody ever watched Oscar? It's another Sylvester Stallone movie that he made, wrote, and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty funny. It's a funny movie.
Herc ship spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there.
Get over there.
I don't know what I'm shooting at, but I'm sure shooting.
Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them.
It's like that rogue torpedo that keeps going and finally hits some civilization.
Romeo India Zulu says, not a fan of Stallone. Saw some Rockies for the boxing. Saw Expendables 1. But I didn't seek out his work.
I don't really like look for his stuff anyway. I just saw that that was out. And that, what is it, another Creed movie coming or something?
Nick_NB has rated you with a party of 10.
Party of 10? Holy cow. Nick NB, hello there. And thank you for the raid.
Romeo India Zulu says, oh shit.
Horse
Nick_NB says, yo. Master of Overskill says, Nick is a very casual player.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Master of Overskill says, hopefully you can teach him some. Nick_NB says, extremely casual.
Casual? Can teach him. I'm not a good player.
Romeo India Zulu says, we got the Deeps crew LOL.
The Deeps crew?
Samu Wraith says, at Romeo India Zulu you hear Stallone is wanting to produce a Rocky remake.
Really? Who would he be Mick then?
That's everyone.
I could see him being Mick. You know, Rocky's dude.
MC Wolfcat1 says, hi at Nick_NB glitchcat.
Hello there.
Only one thing I hate whenever I get rated like that, I'm on Gary the Klingon, which usually
Master
means
of Overskill says,
like...
Nick especially loves 5 people using Collis Bacon consecutively. OXNYX053 says, teach? Maybe. Show a slightly better way if new? Definitely.
Better. Ox, do you want to go through some more TFOs?
Romeo India Zulu says, thanks for the raid yo. Good to see y'all.
Howdy. How y'all doing?
Murdoch says,
fuck you, Baltimore! If you're dumb enough to buy a new car this weekend, you're a big enough schmuck to come to Big Bill Hell's Cars. Bad deal. Cars that break down. Thieves. If you think you're gonna find a bargain at Big Bill, you can kiss my ass. It's our belief that you're such a stupid motherfucker. You'll fall for this bullshit. Guaranteed. If you find a better deal, shove it up your ugly ass. You heard us right. Shove it up your ugly ass. Bring your tray. Bring your title. Bring your wife. We'll fuck her. That's right, we'll fuck your wife. Because at Big Bill Hell, you're fucked 6 ways from Sunday. Take a hike to Big Bill Hell, home of challenge pissing. That's right, challenge pissing. How does it work? If you can piss 6 feet in the air straight up and not get wet, you get no down payment. Don't wait. Don't delay. Don't fuck with us or we'll rip your nuts off. Only at Big Bill Hell. The only dealer that tells you to fuck off. Hurry up, asshole. This event is the minute after you wait up the check. And it better not cost you. You're a dead motherfucker. Go to hell. Big Bill Hell's Cars. Baltimore's filthiest and exclusive home of the meanest sons of bitches in the state of Maryland. Guaranteed.
These vectors are deploying.
Oh my gosh!
The alpha and beta quadrant.
This is like the 3rd day in a row.
Romeo India Zulu says, still here?
Still here? Yes.
LOL.
Is anybody still here? Claim Hunter's Instinct. What's that? Improve Hunter's Instinct. Okay, I didn't.
OXNYX053 says, I am the worst tank in space and decent in ground.
Tank, space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. It's 5-year mission to explore strange new worlds or something, man. Alright. I don't know where you are, Ox, but I want to go after one of these things. Because I've never gotten one. They're these portals or something that pop up in here. So how was your stream, Nick? NB.
OXNYX053 says, this TIFO sucks almost as bad as Gravity Kills.
Hells yeah, it does.
Murdoch says, so at MC Wolfcat 1 World of Warships may help you feel better cause it fun sinking players. The random battles are like 12 versus 12 and last about 12 minutes.
Does it give you a tutorial whenever you start it up to tell you how to play the game, or do you just play it and learn it as you go? I'm sure there's tutorial out there.
Murdoch says, I believe so.
An Undine
Believe
dreadnought
so.
has entered local space.
Somebody has entered local space. We should go destroy. We died. It's not a successful stream unless Gary dies. Gary.
Samu Wraith says,
Gary
imagine the black hole in gravity kills Shat's face.
Shat.
Romeo India
Big hole in
Zulu
his
says,
face.
I don't hate GK as much as I used to. I pug it though, so sometimes it sucks, but every once in a while we clear it quickly.
Yeah, I've kind of, grown. It's grown on me, I should say, as one of the not as bad TFOs. But it's like you're saying, it's only like if everyone does their thing.
Goddamn right.
Beta has been closed.
Gosh, Streamlabs. What kind is it?
Murdoch
Tactical.
says,
Yes.
it's a little tricky at first cause you use WASD to move left and right, Q and R for hard turns, and W and S is the throttle. It takes a while to change propulsion cause you're in water. Samu Wraith says, Shat tries to devour everything Scorp LOL. Romeo India Zulu says, once I learned the trick to get it done, it wasn't so bad.
It's like that
Murdoch
other one.
says, then you use the mouse to choose where the guns go. Murdoch says, the guns just turn where you are looking and line up eventually.
Because there was that one Borg ground thing that I never could figure out, and then finally
Samu Wraith says,
I did.
At Ngulfcat1, thanks for the kind words,
An
really
Aaron fluidic
appreciate it.
rift has opened between the lanes. The location is marked on your map.
It's opened up between the lanes.
This is going to be one of those I can't get. Guns just turned. So it's like using a warthog in Halo. Then. Like wherever you're pointing the...
Performing a scan of the rift now. Undine Fluidic Space Rift Alpha has
the
been
turret
closed.
gun or whatever while you're playing is where it's going to shoot at. Dang it, engineering. Need an engineer over here. Need an engineer over here.
Murdoch says, the front and back guns slowly align yet.
Ah. I mean, not like normally in Halo you can't operate the turret gun or rocket launcher on a warthog if you're driving, but there's a mod that allows you, but you have to
Romeo
get it
India
just
Zulu
right.
says, don't need just easier and quicker if it was. MC Wolfcat1 says, at Murdoch's coolness. We'll def check it out. Can one co-op in that game?
Fluidic Space Rift Gamma has been closed.
Murdoch says, if you hold right click you can free look while guns still turn in that direction. Murdoch says, the water is nice.
Is there any yellow in the water?
Samu Wraith says, a P trail to follow Scorp grinning _ face _ with _ sweat.
Just like in a swimming
Murdoch
pool.
says, when you start at lower tiers, so smaller ships like WW1. As you progress you get bigger and better ships that maneuver differently and so forth. MC Wolfcat1 says, at Samu Wraith you welcome Gulf
An
to Lava
Undine
Coffee.
Dreadnought has entered local space.
I dread not. Hello, everybody that came from Nyx. Are y'all still here? If not, okay, I'm sorry. But if so, hello. Sorry I haven't said anything beforehand, but I get overwhelmed with that. That's why I usually had the rates turned off.
Romeo India Zulu says, pretty sure they dipped LOL.
Was it because of Baltimore?
An errant fluidic rift has opened between the lanes. The location is marked on your map.
They're gonna learn. Nah, we don't need to raid that one.
Romeo India Zulu says, no clue.
Let's see.
Murdoch says,
Damn,
yes, the game is multiplayer, so you can group up to 3 people in a division, and that division is one team against another team that is also 4 people grouped. Murdoch says, you could also just join solo and you're still playing with real players. Samu Wraith says, no, it's because Just Call Makor fights for you Albuquerque.
What's the command for Saul again? I forget. Damn it.
Close the fluidic
Okay,
rift
never
now.
mind. Damn it. I forgot.
Romeo India Zulu says, was up to 13, down to 7.
We're in a tight spot.
MC
We're in a
Wolfcat
tight
1
spot.
says, at Murdoch's nice.
Yeah, that means they left.
Undine fluidic space rift side.
Baltimore killed them. I can't remember what I called the dang thing. Ding. Ding. Spittoon. Ding.
Romeo India Zulu says, I don't blame them. Not the first thing I'd want to hear before even being asked how my stream was.
Right? Ah, I set myself up for failure.
Captain to Enterprise. Before I put you in the brig, there's a little something I owe you.
All right.
Damn it, Jim, what the hell's the matter with you?
Consider that an order.
Did you enjoy it, Captain?
Believe me, Mr. Spock.
It was painful.
It was painful.
In
more ways than one.
Fascinating. Pure energy.
Pure
thought. Totally incorporeal. Not life as we know it at all.
Yeah. Probably scare off a lot of people. That's why I say, you know, don't raid. Let's just turn them off again, I guess.
An errant fluidic rift has opened between the lanes. The location is marked on your map.
No, it's marked on your map, mister. Let's see about that one. Heretic Rift. Me first.
Romeo India Zulu says, or don't blast obnoxious sounds, steer it away. Let them ease into it.
Let them ease into it, yeah. Ugh, going too fast. Going too fast.
MC Wolfcat 1 says,
where is it?
At Romeo India Zulu LUL.
Haha, tactical. Yeah. I guess that could be like a little drawback from having all that wild and crazy sounds and stuff. Alright. Nice. Okay, I've done mine.
Samu Wraith says, let them ease into a nice rhythm with Scorp LOL.
Yeah.
An Undine dreadnought has entered local space.
You kind of miss out on
space rift high has been closed.
You know, a lot of crazy. You kind of don't see how the streamer operates completely. I mean, if it's total chaos, they're like, no, I'm watching you, Wazowski.
Has opened between the lanes.
Ooh.
The location is marked on your map.
Oh, another one's opened up.
Just Call Makor says, thing is, that was easing it into them.
Yes, it was. I don't mind
Just Call Makor says, I could have done this.
Oh, hell, here we go.
Hi,
Are you on your feet all day?
Good morning,
Just
everybody.
kidding, guys.
How you doing? Hey, I'm working with you all day. I got a job. You don't need all day. Hey, I'm working with you all day. Hey, big guy. How you doing?
Specialist.
Hey, big guy.
Shitting me?
You don't
just
need
$19.99.
You don't need all these.
Here's how to
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Billy Mays here.
You're just $19.99. Are you on your feet all day? All day.
And now that is just as bad as not slightly better as the phenomenal and stuff sound.
It's etiquette. Go from there. On my
Samurai says, or watch Billy hit himself with a book.
I haven't done it. I'm Not Dead Yet. I need to have that one on there. But yeah, I guess, you know, some people probably don't see it like that. Maybe I should have like a warning. You know? Viewer discretion is advised.
Samurai says, just call Makoa glue Billy Mays' face to the guy staggering. That'd be hilarious.
An errant fluidic
Don't
rift
give me
is open
ideas.
between the lanes. The location is marked on your map.
I put the Sparta guy on Billy before. That's on my YouTube somewhere. Exceptions. No exception to the rule.
Romeo India Zulu says, that was their warning. Probably be a while before Nick raids again, lol.
He'll remember not to raid. Damn. I wanted to actually ask dude questions, though. I'm sorry. I suck.
OXNYX053 says, bio break. Most likely will need to re-invite me.
Well, Ox, I think I'm going to end it there anyway.
Exterminate!
I want to get something in me to eat and then watch something like maybe some show or something for about like an hour, then head to bed. Because, yeah. But I want to check on Gary's fleet before I do anything, though. Because stuff should have...
OXNYX053 says, okay.
I'm sorry. I know. I suck. I know. I need to get stabbed in the face or something. Let's see. We need more green.
Murdoch says, he has let us down one too many times.
It's like, you've let me down for the last time, Starscream. Yes! What do I want to spend it on? Let's see. What? Something changed. I don't know if it was Spire?
Samurai
Yes.
says, Tio, you failed me, Starscream.
You failed me for the last time, you bastard.
Ooh. Research for the Spire is going to be tier 2 after this. After I add things to it. Let's do that. I want Spire to go up. No exceptions to the rule. Where everybody plays the fool. Add that. Spire 19. Fuck. It's probably the strong language, isn't it? Maybe I should start using swear words backwards.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Like that right there. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. RoboCop needs a lubricant. Gary barely has 1,000. He hardly has any energy credits. Whoa. headset's falling all over the place.
I'd buy that for $1.
Let's see, scripts and shortcuts. Look at my video commands because I can't remember what the hell that one was. Was it a video or is it an audio? I can't remember. For Saul. Must have been audio. Okay, let me go back and look. Dang it. It's probably listed on the website.
OXNYX053 says, want to raid Judas?
Sure.
Or Mamenth? I follow both.
Whoever you choose, we can raid them.
Samu Wraith says, Foresaw? You I'll never watch Rat. Samu Wraith says, that.
Better Call Saul? Save later. Maximus. Full Metal Jacket. Castaways. Son of a bitch. See. Mills Lane. Volcano. Tatsaki Tsufuket. Tape. Profanity. Volcano. Volcano? Oh yeah, Volcano. I forgot
Romeo India Zulu says, Mamenth is on Dyson LOL.
Anybody want to watch Dyson?
Hadouken!
Crew. Borders be silent. Okay, elderberries.
OXNYX053 says, okay stream, raid a voice chat source for Scrop, or another STO streamer.
Yeah, y'all vote on it. Like me. Fat da 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 da. I can't even find it. Why in the world? Find. Saul?
Romeo India Zulu says, Judas I suppose. Samu Wraith says, I'm with Riz, I'll go watch Judas.
I don't know where the thing is. That's crazy. Did the sound... It did exist, correct? I remember the damn thing. I remember having it.
OXNYX053 says, Twitch raid, Twitch raid, Twitch raid.
Twitch raid.
Romeo India
Twitch
Zulu
raid.
says, I'll wait to be part of the raid though.
You'll wait to be part of the raid.
Look at that happy banana down there. I hope he gets fucked up. I hope he gets peeled.
Peeled Megatron. I don't even know how long I've been doing this.
Anus. Since
Streamlabs desktop has partially crashed, it's only just showing me the chat box and the video feed, so nothing else is telling me like how long I've been doing anything.
What?
So I can do this. Up time. Maybe
Romeo India Zulu says, 3 hours 33 minutes and 20 seconds.
Dude, you're
Stream
awesome.
Elements says, at Scorpwana. Scorpwana has been streaming for 3 hours 33 minutes.
We'll raid Judas. Getting ready, everybody. I'm pressing the button here in a second. So here we go.
Murdoch says, night.
Night, Murdochs. Night, MC. Night, everybody. And
Good night and party on!
Party on, Wayne!
Party on, Garth. It's Wayne's World! Wayne's World! Party time!
Sunny Wraith says, later. MC Wolfcat1 says, have a good rest, Scorpy.
We're out!
wouldn't it be cool
Wolf 2 lava coffee.
if I could make like
Murdoch
a thing
says, haha.
that goes around the whole
MC
corner,
Wolfcat1
like
says,
Wayne's World did?
07.
Like the animation, like go like around, you know, the whole thing, but semi-transparent. That'd be kind of cool. I doubt I could do it though, because the transparency thing on here is retarded. Yeah. Okay, here we go, everybody.
Alright, I'm gonna come up there and punch you. Suck it! Naruto! You will die! Bow down to me! Oh, God.
Murdoch
Okay.
says,
Okay.
Vert load danded SUS, Vert dance.
Vert dance?
Well, punching was a bad idea. One of you help me?
Everybody play the fool. No exception to the rule. Here we go. Raid now. Later, Tater.